I'm going to take this for today, Hunt, because
What?
it's really loud when I roll on this table.
Okay, just don't get mad at me when I throw dice at James's face.
Roll better.
We can put
Why
my
is
thing
it my
in the middle.
face?
It doesn't always have to be me.
Hello, everybody. And, yes, James.
Got it in.
What?
I threw it. Got it in.
I hate you so much. Welcome to Legends from Aeramis. I'm Jeff, your Dungeon Master, as per usual. And we have a special treat for everyone today, but we're not going to get to that yet. We're going to introduce everyone around the room as we usually do. Why don't we start with... Victoria, make noise first!
Okay. Hi, my name is Victoria. I play Talia the Hawklight with an alcoholic wolf named Nova. Yep, that's the thing.
Hi, I'm James, and I play Camden Ironhands, the human blood hunter.
Is it me?
Yes, you're
Okay.
the only one left.
I'm Jen. I'm Evathandala, the druid elf.
And we're going to introduce our special guest now. For those of you who like anime, you may be familiar with one of the founders of Wicked Anime.
Hi, I'm Andrew from Wicked Anime.
Hi, Andrew from Wicked Anime.
Hi.
Hey, I'm part of Wicked Anime.
Yes, we have...
Yeah.
James and Victoria are a part of Wicked Anime technically as well, but
Yeah.
me being me and Jonathan, who else is also on Wicked Anime, but is not here, are their bosses.
Yeah, because he's got to do, I don't know, school or
Something like that.
something.
Being
with-
a teacher or something.
Wait, if you're my boss, where's my paycheck?
I know, really.
You don't even get a paycheck. Well, that's not entirely true.
I'm gonna need you
I don't
to
even
come
get a
in on
paycheck.
the set.
Soon you will.
No. I better not, or I can't use Witcher music anymore.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Well, then you can just make your own.
I like the Witcher music.
It is good, but, like, I'm pretty good at logic. I can help you out.
Did you forget that you're dating a musician?
Oh, that's even better.
Did you forget that I'm a musician?
You like
I forgot you're both musicians.
Wait.
I didn't know either if you were musician.
I'm a musician, but you're not dating me. I'm jealous.
I create stuff on piano. You sing Backstreet Boys.
No, I played... Wow, I played
See,
piano,
it's back.
trumpet, tuba, euphonium.
Oh god.
Euphonium?
Euphonium.
I think that's a psychological issue.
If anyone's wondering, yes, we are missing a person, Leander.
I was just gonna not say anything. I was just gonna move on.
Just
and see
kind of
if
like
anyone noticed.
ignore the facts.
Leander's no longer with us. He's
R.I.P. Leander.
He's partying in a magical world now.
See,
run by a rat.
Actually, currently, if it's the Halloween party, it's run by the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, unfortunately, Lowell is not here with us today, which is really convenient because in the last episode he split off from the party.
did he really?
Yes,
See,
he did.
I'm completely, I'm caught up with everything that's online currently, which episode 12 is not online yet.
Yeah,
so
by the time you guys are listening to this, it will have come out.
I hope.
Yeah, hopefully we're releasing
where's
in order.
episode 12? Episode 13 is out!
We should just skip an
Just
episode.
skip that whole
Yeah.
The whole reveal of the end is just not included. It's just gone.
No.
Anime reference, Outlaw Star, the Hot Springs episode when they aired it on TV, just like, nothing.
Wicked anime. Yeah.
He's just-
Wicked anime.
James is like putting his face on the table. It's good for radio, James.
I wasn't doing it for them.
So as usual, Legends from Aeramis is first and foremost available on my blog at geeksnewengland.org. Please subscribe. Follow my Twitter handle, Hagashi01. We have a Facebook page now.
Do you really?
Yeah, Legends from
Am I?
Aeramis.
Oh wait, I think
Yeah,
I
you liked
invited
it.
you.
You're one of the first ones.
Whoops.
And as always, critiques and comments are really appreciated. Does anyone else have anything they want to talk about?
Go Patriots.
Because New England.
Anyone else have anything they want to talk about?
I farted earlier and disturbed the cat.
Oh my god.
And I have a really bad case of the giggle fits because I'm tired. This should be fun.
And I haven't
She's
played
high.
D&D. Maybe I should talk about my D&D history now that I'm here.
Yeah, go over a brief history. Of
A brief history is I am actually a veteran of Dungeons and Dragons, and I've been playing since 3.5. Moved up to 4, and played lots and lots and lots of campaigns in 4. And this is my first experience playing 5. So I'm actually pretty excited. And it's been about 4 years since I've actually role-played in Dungeons & Dragons. I've played a bunch of other role-playing games, but Dungeons & Dragons, 4 years. 4 years gone. What the heck?
I'm so sorry.
You'll most likely hear
26.
You'll most likely hear the episode of Wicked Anime before this, where at least that he literally is super excited about it.
Yeah.
In the episode, we just sat and talked about D&D for like the first 20 minutes before we started recording. So that was the thing.
Yeah, so go to Wicked Anime to listen to that. 'Cause at the rate I'm going right now, this probably won't come out until November.
Woo!
Oh no.
Then we want to
It's a
time for a
Halloween
Halloween thing where I can be Deadpool.
What
the hell?
Will be irrelevant.
I
wanna
am
play
planning a
something.
Halloween special with special Halloween-themed bosses and...
Don't rub your hands
Magical
together.
Halloween
Like
thing.
that. Mr. Burns.
If
I
we
know,
have to
you're
fight
literally
Dread
evil.
Santa, I'm going to be very upset.
And everyone is going to love the next quest hook coming up. Assuming you guys take it. Let's recap. And
I
I'm sorry
need
for
Andrew knows
Jonathan,
what's
or
going on.
Jonathan, for Andrew. I'm sorry for Jonathan for not
Sorry
being
for Jonathan
here.
because he's not here.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry for Andrew for the massive spoilers he's going to get.
That's okay. I'd rather be playing.
Androthin. Androthin.
We
Andrew.
finally...
I named them.
we finally hit the original quest hook from LimitlessAdventures.com, which, if you guys recall, for the past 4 or 5 episodes, I've been talking about, and how this whole haunted inn, was based off of one small little scenario from Limitless Adventures, which you can go to the website, you can purchase packs of quest hooks and small encounters. Everything that you guys got was based off of one of those.
Yeah, Andy,
Wait
we
a
got
minute,
you.
so they're the ones who threw the freaking mimics at me?
No.
No, he did.
Okay.
No, the mimics was all me. That was all me.
I was gonna say, excuse me.
But the whole encounter in the inn was designed entirely around this one small, one monster encounter from Limitless Adventures.
It was pretty cool.
So that's, in my opinion, that's the cool thing about the website. You don't go there and find a campaign. You find small little tidbits, then you build around them.
Shout out to Andy Hand for getting us involved in that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Andy.
I'm sorry we included a rhino.
I'm sorry my staff hated
How do you know that wasn't it? How do you know that the entire quest wasn't
Oh my
a
god.
rhino
Yeah,
with
we
someone?
had
Oh my god, I love Andrew's face. What? We should just keep saying random shit.
So, the party worked their way through the Lionheart Inn, battling undead and animated armors in the hallway. A couple of mimics.
Couple more mimics.
And one particularly nasty set of armor that knocked, I think, Woadmane and Camden out. Before they were able to
I
bring
think
it down.
Nova, too.
Before they finally
I had to
reached the
heal Nova.
inn's main office. There, they discovered and interacted with the ghost of Leo Malcolm, who was found murdered within the inn some 30 years ago. The ghost seemed distraught, not aggressive in any way, and was trying and failing to write something down due to the incorporeal nature of ghosts. Camden allowed Leo to possess him, giving the ghost the physicality to write down a message where he revealed that his wife was, in fact, a doppelganger, a shapeshifter. With this new information, the party rushed downstairs only to be met by another Woadmane, who claimed to be the original Woadmane, and the Woadmane they had been traveling with throughout this inn was, in fact, the fake. Unfortunately for me, Leander, with his remarkable intellect and amazing attention to detail, realized that this new Woadmane was, in fact, his clothing was not quite accurate, and immediately launched into an attack against him.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
The second Woadmane, who was indeed a doppelganger in disguise, retaliated against the party with a magic wand, a couple of blindness effects, a fireball or two, and a randomly summoned rhino later. And it was our Ava who dealt the finishing blow to the doppelganger, bringing him down. Leander,
Fuck yeah.
at that moment, while everyone was gathered around and discussing things, suddenly occurred to him, perhaps this entire contract was a trick. Perhaps it was a distraction to get the party to leave the Institute and leave it not as well defended. The party immediately rushed out of the inn using various different implements. Leander taking that secret entrance they found in the basement, while the rest of the party utilized the rhino to bust down the door of the inn.
We tried.
It worked.
Yeah, he got us out the first door.
Then you guys used the key to open the big gate.
After Camden tried climbing the wall, and that didn't work.
Leander found that the tunnel ended within Crosswarren itself and ran off alone, while the rest of the party started sprinting toward the city. And you guys are running.
We run like that. That looks like a run from Ed and Eddie.
Right before we start, though, I just want everybody to listen to this. That's a bag of Doritos being opened because I bring gifts of greetings. Because this is how we play Dungeons & Dragons over at nerdyshow.com. Because we have Dungeons and Doritos on our end. And I brought the spicy sweet chili flavor because those were Mike's favorites. Rest in peace. So, have at it, guys. Geeks New England, some Doritos for everybody. Victoria got her own Doritos.
Yes. Well, I don't like spicy,
That's
and
okay.
I still want Doritos since I'm kind of sort of part of Nerdy.
No, yeah. if you're a part of our show, then you're at least an affiliate.
I am personally a fan of the nacho or the Cooler Ranch.
I like Cool Ranch too.
I can share the nacho then.
I'll be good. I'm going to be distracted.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. You guys are running. The city is a good 10 minutes in the distance. Even if you don't follow the road, it'll take you at least 7.5 minutes to get there. So you're all just sprinting at this point, running through the darkness.
Leander took an opposite route, but he'll come and meet us at the chapel. Camden says as he books it.
What if we lose him?
We won't. He'll find his way back.
Isn't he your charge?
I trust him. Camden shoots a look to Woadmane.
Fair enough. Woodman just gives you a nod, perhaps considering that he was the one in the last encounter who stuck up for him.
Camden, how far away do you think we are?
If we can get back to the chapel, it shouldn't be that much work. All we have to do is take another teleportation back to the Order.
What do you think we're gonna find?
I hope Leander's wrong.
As you turn back to look towards where you're running, James, there's a snap and a piece of paper pops right into your face and smacks you full on in the face.
I love these!
It doesn't do much. It's a piece of paper. But it does surprise you for a second.
Camden wheels for a second and then comes to
Don't
a
cut the
scratching
paper.
stop.
It's so nice looking.
It does bear, the wax seal upon it does bear the insignia of your mentor.
Take blunt force damage and you're silenced.
No, you're blinded. He hates that more.
Oh, it's true, I do.
Did we see this happen? Or
Oh, you all see this pop into existence.
Doesn't it have like a little flare of fire when it appears?
It's more like an arcane spark.
Yeah, okay.
As the paper just sort of ravels into existence. Directly in front of you.
Were we all just watching him?
Yeah.
I
Camden
think you guys
immediately
stop.
opens it, the message. It's a message from Dieter.
Is it bad news or good news?
I'm figuring that out.
James is smiling.
James is excited to get out of the letter.
I know. He was so excited we saw it. He was like, "Oh, a letter!" That's nice handwriting, Jeff.
Question, Jeff. From my knowledge, how instantaneous are these letters?
He finishes writing it, he seals it. You don't know exactly what he does, but it's pretty much poof.
Okay. So it's not like, oh, this thing could have been, in the mail. All right.
No, it was not.
Snail
It was
mail.
not floating through the
ether,
weed
just-
that's slowly making its
Ethereal
way.
mail.
Some sort of just demons like, what the hell was that? This is a letter.
Well, what does it say?
It's from Dieter van Kampf.
He said that.
He's asking me to check on someone in the area. Camden has a bit of a frustrated look on his face.
Well, that
If-
means he's okay, right?
It does. But it just means we have another task on our hands. He's asking us to get our pieces in order. He's thinking we're going to make our move against the Black King. But we're looking for Reyna. Jeff, have I ever heard of her?
Oh, you know Reyna very well. She's slightly older than you
Like real well? Or like,
that's
I
up
know
to-
Reyna.
That's up to you. She's slightly older than you are. You're what, like 24?
24.
24. So she's like 26 or so.
Okay.
You know she favors a longsword. She's really quick to run into combat. She's a
Oh,
little
I like her
hot-headed.
already.
You know, though, I have to make a side comment. It reminds me of the Reyna that we worked with. This little girl with
Oh my god.
It's so
She
cute.
is not very tall. She's.
Oh god.
Oh, Reyna!
You know that she tends to wear a breastplate over leather armor, and let me see if I can get you the reference picture for that.
Oh, I have a reference picture.
Oh, I finally get to see the art.
Yeah, you do. Also, hey, letter.
I know, yeah, there it is.
Not that one.
Jeff, I have to say, I'm disappointed in you that you didn't stand up, take this piece of paper, walk it over to me, and slam it into my face.
You can still do that if you'd like.
I'm okay. No, it's fine. It's just.
He'd like to do that with a
Put
pie.
this art.
I always want to pie people's faces.
So as we're sitting here, after Camden kind of goes through the gist of it, he's going to pass it around to the group.
We get to read your fancy letter.
Dieter mentions that the order of the body and soul will be on their way to my order. If the Black King is attempting to make a move, this would be a bad time for it. It looks like we're gathering together all the orders in a way to assess what we're going to do next. But at first we have to collect all of our pieces, and Reyna has been off the grid for too long.
How do we get Leander back?
Leander will know how to find us. If we hang out by the chapel for a bit, he'll stop by. But first I want to check on this. Reyna's a friend.
I don't know if he'll stop. He seemed very intent on that amulet.
Then we'll meet him back at the Order. If Leander finds his way back to the Order, I'd be comfortable with having him defend it.
But that leaves us undefended.
We'll get Reyna, and we'll head right back to the Order. Make sure we have everybody before we make any sort of next move.
If we're getting our pieces in order, should we take a rest at some point?
I don't know about you guys, but I need to rest.
I do too. I have no animals.
Camden
I have
looks
no
to
spells at all.
Camden looks to Woadmane as if some sort of as if asking for some sort of help for his side.
I think we should rest, lad. It would be best for everyone. And we can find her after.
If we get into any kind of combat involved with her, we're not really going to have the same chance we would.
Camden stows the letter in his bag. We'll stop by the inn for the night. I'll leave a letter with the chapel. If Leander stops by there, he'll know what we're up to.
Alright.
And I'll give him his orders.
The
sure
art
there's no
of
reliable
Siri on the left.
Ooh, she's pretty. Wait, which one? Left one?
Hell yeah!
She does
pretty.
not have white hair. She
Oh.
has kind of auburn brown sort of hair. But that's basically the gist of what she usually wears for all.
She's hot.
Well, Siri is hot.
I
Thank
did.
you. Thank you.
She's pretty hot.
Serious best girl.
When you guys
Not as
say
much
Siri,
chain,
I think
but-
of phone.
That's fine. We can remove clothing. That's fine.
This is
I'm waiting for the smack.
This is about to get sexy.
Oh, yeah.
I think that needs to be a new catchphrase, just the way you said that. Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons for Geeks New England.
This is about to be sexy.
There you go.
Why is this game
Ooh,
sexy?
we should make bumper stickers for that.
We need t-shirts. Oh, we really need t-shirts. And we need sexy stuff.
Sexy stuff.
Wait, give me my figure. Thanks. Sexy.
Actually, have you seen these?
The painted figures?
Yeah.
Yeah, some on the Twitter.
I dig these.
So you guys heading back to the city?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys start heading back. You're not quite as fast. Probably all catching your breaths a little bit.
Nova and I are very weak.
Nova needs to be carried.
Nova's got 5 hit points.
I can't carry him.
I
I'm not
just
an
looked at
animal.
my health.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Nova-
sure you want to
Nova-
go?
I was
away?
fine. I
Nova
could-
was pushing himself to keep up with you guys, but as you guys come to a halt, he is kind of limping a little bit.
Can I carry him?
You can try.
What's my... Hold on.
What's your strength score right now?
Hold him over your head.
Oh, 1.
You scored. Score.
13.
Thank you.
I can carry him.
You can.
I'm
You're gonna
not-
be slower when you.
My
carry
HP
him.
is not bad, but I can carry him.
You can carry him, but you're gonna be. It's gonna be like you're carrying a big, heavy box. You're gonna be moving pretty slow.
Camden
Okay.
moves over and takes Nova.
I want to. You have bad HP,
Even you're gonna be a
Dumbo.
little slow too.
I'm gonna scoop him up and carry him.
Okay, so Victoria's passing around the pillow that looks like a wolf, and we are now carrying Nova.
You pick Nova up in your arms. He doesn't struggle. He licks your cheek a little bit.
Camden gives a little nod to Eva, like a thanks, but you're weak.
Wait,
I guess.
I'm not. You are. You have 4. I have 26. Boom.
You don't know that in character.
You don't know
You're still a poo.
that.
Can I give him water then? I'm gonna give him water. I did that.
With what?
I have water.
Okay.
I have that jug. I have a jug of water, remember?
Yeah, alright.
I'm giving him water. Water.
By the way, as far as items that you guys have goes, if I'm remembering correctly, Lowell has the
Lowell has-
wand.
Jack shit.
Yeah.
Who has the doppelganger's head?
What?
Does Leander
Lowell.
have that too? Okay.
What was that?
I was saying, I have the alchemy jug. Can that?
Yeah, you have the alchemy.
Is
jug.
that essentially what they have in, like?
Yes, that's what's in critical.
Oh,
Role.
dude!
It's the
I
same-
could
it's the
just
same
say
item.
water, and then we can just give Nova water with the bowl.
You could also say mayonnaise.
I'm not gonna say mayonnaise because I ain't grog. Okay.
Mayonnaise is gross.
I have a higher intelligence than grog. Strong shot.
All right.
Not by much.
You guys keep walking. It's late. It's very late. It's actually probably technically morning at this point, although it's hard to tell. It's just dark out. But you guys pass a stable on your way towards the gate, and you can see a couple of guards standing watch, torches in their hands, as you slowly approach. One of them steps forward, looking a little confused. Aye, what's your business?
Camden Iron Hands, the Order of the Mind.
He moves the torch up to take a look at you and spots the necklace around your neck. Blood hunter, huh?
On mission. Like to continue if you don't mind.
Make a persuasion.
We just dropped Nova real quick.
You're horrible.
14.
Alright. He signals to the gate, and when the guard runs over and starts to open it. Whatever you're doing, be quiet about it. It's after curfew.
Of course.
Keep your wolf under check.
Camden gives a little bit of a sideways nod to him as he
He
walks.
kind of looks over you all, and you all walk by. Busy night?
You don't know the half of it.
You guys head into the city. It is very quiet. You can see a handful of people walking here or there. In the distance, the light of a torch from a guard walking around doing rounds. But overall, it's pretty still and quiet. The only real sound is the sound of water rushing through the river.
I need to sleep.
We'll find the inn. Once we have everyone settled, I'll send a letter over to the chapel.
You guys make your way to the Aleswell Tavern. Takes you a little while to get there. It's a very large city. But after 10 or 15 minutes, you eventually find your way to the place. It is boarded up at the moment. The lights are out. Everything's closed down. But you know that there's usually someone on post. Most inns do have someone. Especially a major inn in a large city like this.
Camden looks over the group for a moment. Talia, why don't you knock?
Alright. I knock on the door.
Alright.
I'm trying to think who would be the most favorable at this time of night.
I'm a little mad that I have no animal forms right now.
A couple seconds pass before you see a light growing in the windows beyond the doorway. The door opens up and it's an older man. Not quite as old as the innkeeper that you guys met earlier. What was his name?
Don't we already have a room here?
No, you do not have a room here.
Okay.
Gifford. It's not Gifford. He was an elderly man with darker skin. This guy is about maybe 50-ish. Gray hair, beard. Looks like one of his eyes might have been injured at some point in the past. He kind of keeps it kind of squinted. Can I help you?
We need a place to stay.
A bit late to be coming around now.
We had a really long night. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to be this late.
He looks around at you all. Sees how injured most of you are. Your wolf, which is practically passed out in Camden's arms. Alright. It will be 3 silver per room.
You want 2 rooms or 1?
2.
2. Get someone help me with money transition. I have gold, I just don't know.
A gold is 10 silver.
Okay. I just give him a gold piece.
So
Great.
that will be...
Keep it. We
He
just
starts
need 2
counting in the air.
rooms. We just need 2 rooms. You can keep the change. I'm sorry it's so late.
Alright, come on. He hobbles off. Seems to have a bit of limp. To the front counter, rummages behind, pulls out 2 keys, hands them, one to you and one to Woadman.
Thank you.
You guys head up. Find your rooms quickly enough.
Camden passes Talia Nova and turns to the innkeeper. Jeff, I do want to deviate real quick. I want to send a letter to, I want to go to the chapel and, do some stuff, but I don't want to deviate from plot or whatever, so can we just say I did it?
Sure.
Okay. So Camden's going to talk to the innkeeper and pass him a gold piece. If you'll keep the door open a little bit longer, I have to send a letter. It's very important.
I can tell you're adventurers. Alright. Be quick about it.
Alright, so Camden's going to head off to the chapel and he's going to leave a message.
When you get
Before
there...
you leave, though, I thank you for carrying Nova. I'm just saying. Thank you.
Camden does a half turn to regard you and just respectfully nods and continues his way out the door.
When you get there, Leander is not there. And the halfling who answers when you knock on the door seems very irritable, doesn't seem up for much talking, and when you ask if he'll take the letter, he grudgingly takes it and says fine.
Fair enough. Alright, and Camden heads on.
He looks like he was just woken up.
Camden heads on his way back.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the girls are in one room with Nova and the boys in the other.
Yeah.
Eva, can you heal us at all? Because then once we sleep, we'll have our everything back and relaxed and feel better. But
Jeff, I took strength damage from a ghost attack.
Yes.
Does that come back after a long rest?
I believe so. Let me double check that.
Take 7.
for me or him,
The sword
Whoever you want.
Adventures guy.
I'll do it twice.
Is that a monster name over there?
5.
I'm honestly just gonna give it all to Nova.
Oh, it's over here, dude.
What's it doing over there?
Oh.
How strange.
Yeah, I'd rather you heal Nova. I'm okay. I'm just 16.
Are you?
I can take care of myself.
Okay. I can use another spell slot if you want. Does he need more? Do you need
Well, we're
more?
taking a long rest, so if you
Okay.
can.
It was
Go off
those
the max.
black shadowy things.
You know,
that
what
hit you,
was
right?
Yes.
It was 7 and 5, or
Yeah, 7, 5. How many do I have? 4.
Oh,
are
that's
you
right.
okay health-wise?
I'm good.
Yeah, once you finish a long rest, it'll be gone.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Or a short rest, actually, too.
Interesting. Good to know.
Using a spell slot is taking a little hand. Okay.
With the gauntlets, it's still...
Yeah,
But
you
like-
you know that you've been
I'm
your
gonna
strength
use
has been sucked out of you,
3
but
of
the
my
magic
second
is
level.
holding you up. It'd be like
First
if you
one.
were really tired and you literally were about to
3
collapse, but
plus-
strings were holding you up and keeping you going.
3
Got it.
plus 6. Plus... Plus 3. Plus 4.
Okay, thank you.
And let's see, I used 5. I have 2 more.
You guys will heal to full when you sleep, you know that.
Yeah.
I thought we had to get hit. I thought it was hit dice.
No,
You heal
dice
your
are
hit
short.
dice up to half, but you heal your HP up to full.
I didn't know that at all. That's why I was having her like
Oh,
hit me.
I was healing the shit out of them.
Oh!
Can I get my spell slots back when we...
You'll get
You're
those.
gonna
You get them back out of
anyway.
the back of your sleep. Alright.
Okay.
We don't
You
know.
just want to feel
anything.
better now.
Yeah. I'm like really panicked and worried about
completely
Nova, guys.
understand.
I gave him enough that he should feel okay.
I'm gonna. Can I use the alchemy jug and ask for water? Clean water. I'm not gonna. No, Grog used it. And
You
he
haven't
asked for,
actually
like, shitty ocean
identified
water.
it yet in
Crap.
character.
Okay.
If you want to make an Arcana check to see if you can figure out what it
Okay,
is.
I will.
You ask for water, Nova barks, and it just becomes wine.
I mean, he could use it right now. He's pretty tired.
Natural 20. What the fuck is this thing?
It's an alchemy jug!
Asking for water.
I'm gonna
Well,
ask him for water, and Nova's still kind of sleepy, so he can't respond.
Okay, you ask it for water, and cool, clean water just flows straight up and fills it to the brim.
Water?
You take care of you and Nova first.
It's a huge jug of it. We're okay.
Drink some.
Okay, so we'll just drink water
Drink
again. I'm
When
working
they,
on it!
when they have some, I will have some.
Okay.
When you get back to the room, Camden, Woadmane is there, kind of tending to his wounds a little bit.
Alright. Talia's gonna fall asleep,
dead?
like, on Nova.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Was he dead?
Or
No.
meditate.
Hasn't stopped by yet. He'll find his way back to the Order.
I hope so. He's an interesting one, but
Like I said, he's earned my trust at least.
aye.
He's had multiple occasions if he wanted to run off, he would. But I think we're his best chance of finding out whatever he wants to know. About the Black King, or whatever his sort of goal is.
What do you think the Ender's angle is?
At the moment, I don't really care, as long as he's on our side if this turns into a fight. If he wants to loot the corpses at the desolation of this war, by all means. But I want to win this war, if it is
Just
one.
Curious about the way he was speaking to that man. Cersei, was that his name?
Camden just nods.
I just realized I have notes of all the money that we got from that place. Stop mine now. Okay, bye.
He grunts and jumps off the bed and goes to get into more comfortable clothes to sleep.
So is he like leaving the room, or like going into another room?
No, I presume that there's some sort of like screen or something that you can
Okay.
change in.
Then behind the screen, Camden will remove his gauntlets and put on his almost like his leather gloves over them.
Okay.
Oven mitts.
His oven mitts.
I'm gonna go to bed. First, I just have to turn out this candle. Oh God!
This is so I don't claw my eyes out in the night.
This is so I don't get chickenpox.
But yeah, so Camden he takes care of taking off his gauntlets and covers his hands with leather gloves.
What do we do about the inn?
We might head back, but at the moment, we have the deed to it, right?
I did.
Of the corpse.
Deed? We don't have a deed to it.
What'd you
Different
think?
house, Lunara.
Oh, different house.
Different game.
Right now, I can turn the information over to the Lord. He can do whatever the heck he wants to do with that place.
She.
She.
Woodway just nods.
Not my concern anymore. I don't like to involve myself with politics. Whenever a blood hunter is involved, politics rarely work.
That's fair. I can understand that.
Can you? Camden turns to look at Wildman.
Yes, I can.
Did we ever figure out what the greenish colored potion was?
I don't believe so.
Before I go to bed, can I do another Arcana check?
Sure.
I'm liking this dice.
That laugh.
That's a 20. I've also figured out how to split up all the money evenly between the 5.
That is a potion of growth.
Oh, I think we did know that.
Oh, did you?
That sounds familiar.
Maybe not in character. I might have.
I know that the spell scroll I found was a plant growth spell.
Correct. Yes.
So potion of growth.
Potion of growth.
Do you wanna know
That's
what
on
that is?
page 187 in the DMG.
Yeah, I can't look at that. So.
Okay, well, it's just for future reference.
Okay, what was it? Page 187.
187. Nova's licking water out of the jug.
That's so cute.
Looking a little better now that it's quiet and he's relaxed.
Oh, I have passed the fuck out on top of him.
You're passed out on top of him.
Yes.
So he's sideways, like
He's my pillow.
He's drowning.
Like we're all.
Nova doesn't drown. He has an alcohol problem.
I'm fine. I'll just fall asleep on the bed and he can keep drinking.
It's infinite water out of the alchemy jug.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm meditating or whatever.
You have to meditate for 4 hours every night. That's how you sleep.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Yes. Oh. Leander's not here to meditate with me.
Or stare at Camden.
Okay.
Fuck.
You guys, do you fall asleep?
Yeah, Camden takes a while, but he allows himself after about an hour or so to fall asleep.
Okay.
Comet Fell's right next to him.
Good idea.
Oh no.
You guys sleep.
Fuck. I hate when you say that.
Talia.
Alright, it's been a while. Let's go.
Woo!
I'll record it later in my journal.
You wake up suddenly.
Oh, crap. It's like, yay, dream time. No.
Oh no.
Oh, because I have perception. Or am I not really awake? That's what
Animal noises.
I like it.
You're lying on the bed in the darkness. The lamp nearby has burned itself out at this point. You can still barely see in the half-light of your elven ancestry. You can see the ceiling above you. It's very peaceful. It's very quiet. You can hear the gentle rhythm of insects outside the window, creaking and chirping away. Very dark. It's very gentle. And you realize something feels wrong. Something feels off. It takes you a second to really figure out what it is, and then it hits you. It's the insects. It's the chirping. Everything was really quiet when you went to sleep. In Crossmore, the city was almost dead. You also realize there isn't any light coming in from the windows, from the street lamps outside. And in fact, the only window in this space is a small, tiny window, not even large enough to crawl through, high up on the wall near the ceiling.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm totally confused.
You turn your head, realize that what you feel is not the fur of a wolf, it's the soft fabric of a pillow. Nova's not in the bed with you. And as you look, Ava's bed is missing, and Ava's not there either. What do you want to do?
You only turned and looked at me.
Where the fuck are we?
I'm gonna get up real quick and I guess try to go out the door and see if I can find them.
Alright. You try to move, but you're immediately held fast. And you can feel restraints on your wrists and your ankles holding you down.
This is not sexy.
Yeah, could still be.
It's kind of
Keep
it's
going.
kind of sexy.
And these are very familiar restraints to you. You can feel them cutting into you, your ankles and your wrists, as you try to pull against it, but you can't move. You're bound to the bed. And you look up at the window, and you know that outside of that window is open country. And you realize that this is your room. This is your old room. And you're in the basement of your father's house.
I start freaking the fuck out, trying to pull him off.
Make a strength check for me.
Natural fucking 20. I like this dice.
Alright. You strain, and you can hear a couple of... And your arm kind of pulls really hard, but you rip one of your arms free, splintering the wood behind you. The shackle's still around your wrist, but that hand is free at the very least. And as soon as you finish breaking through that, you pause. You can hear creaking coming from up above you. Heavy footfalls moving somewhere throughout the house. And they've got a familiar cadence to them. Step, step. Step, step. Step, step.
Is there any weapons nearby?
Make a perception check. With disadvantage.
Fuck! Nine.
9.
Yeah.
Look around, you don't see anything. The room is mostly barren. The only thing that you can see is the lamp sitting next to you on the nightstand. Sort of one of those like oil lamps with the metal and then the flanged glass.
I'm gonna try and keep trying to get myself free.
Alright, make another strength check.
Shit, that was bad. I jinxed myself. I like this dice. That's a 6.
6. Alright, you pull. You can't pull yourself free, and you suddenly hear what sounds like a door up and to your right open. And a set of steps starts descending down unseen stairs.
Can I feel like I have to be dreaming? I can't be here. So no, I'm still gonna panic the fuck out and keep pulling harder.
Make another strength check.
Oh, fuck! It's a 3.
3.
Yeah.
You try to pull, but you just can't. It's this one is tied too well. It's too hard, and you can hear those footsteps coming closer and closer, and you stop right outside your door. There's a pause for a second, almost like he's waiting for something. And slowly, you hear a key enter a lock. It fumbles in the
I have a free hand, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab the lantern and get ready to throw it at the door if you open
Okay.
it.
Alright. You grab the lantern, holding it at the ready to chuck. Your eyes wide with fear. You're afraid of what's coming. You know what's coming. And the door clicks. And the handle turns. And the door slides open slowly. And you see a figure standing there. You throw?
Can I see the figure?
The figure appears to be tall. Taller than you remember it being. Wrapped in a black cloak or a cape. Wearing a silver helmet. With 2 horns jutting out the side.
Oh yeah,
creating
fuck
a
yeah! I
hand-
throw the fucking lantern!
Make an attack roll.
What do I add to this?
You don't get proficiency. Your dex.
Lamp proficiency? I'm gonna use my
Wait, I'm adding
inspiration.
my dex?
You add your dex, but not your proficiency.
8.
8.
I gave you inspiration. Can I do that?
No, you can't. Not in this instance.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
There.
Alright, You,
hopefully
you
not
chuck the
there.
lamp. It sails straight for its head, but in a flash, a black cruciform sword slices up, cutting the lamp out of the air. It starts walking towards you.
I'm gonna start screaming for help and trying to get myself free.
Alright, make another strength check.
7.
Okay. You scream as it stalks closer, the room somehow elongating as it approaches, and instantly it's up against your face. You wrench and find your hand suddenly fly free of the restraints, and you fall forward and land on the ground on grass, green and full. Warm sunlight is beating down upon you. You can hear birds chirping, water flowing somewhere in the distance.
I'm just gonna try and catch my breath. And like, I obviously now I realize I'm dreaming, but like,
You lay there for a second, breathing heavily. Your wrists still ache slightly, but you can have a feeling it's not a real pain, it's a mental pain. You gingerly lift your head up for a second and you catch a green leaf before you, stuck within the blades of the grass. Half fluttering there for a second. And the breeze suddenly catches it and blows it up and away. And as you turn your face up to follow it, you're blinded by a searing light. A humanoid figure, barely visible in the glare, wearing what appears to be a white dress or robe. And your eyes suddenly snap awake. And you're staring up at a dark ceiling. Ava across the room. Nova's chest ever so gently, rising and falling, moving your head.
is there still water in the alchemy jug?
Plenty.
I don't know how long it left. I'm gonna go and splash water in my face and try and like pull myself together.
Okay.
That's gross. So is dog water.
You stagger.
Fuck you, man!
Stagger to the bed and start splashing yourself. You didn't notice anything. She's, as far as you can tell, she was being remarkably...
I'm meditating. I don't know what's going on.
No, you're semi-conscious when you do that.
Oh, okay. She's splashing her face.
Yeah, you do see her get up kind of quickly and start splashing her face.
I'm like shaking. Both me and Talia are shaking.
Her cheeks are really pink right now, too.
Nova still appears to be asleep, exhausted from the night's events.
How long did I actually sleep for?
There's no way for you to really know. It still seems pretty dark outside. Maybe the
Well, have I slept long enough to get things back or no?
Oh no! You guys went to bed at like 1:30 in the morning. You guys are gonna have to get up at like, what's 8 hours after that?
9.
9:30.
Yeah.
But do I only need 4 hours?
You only need 4 hours of meditation, but you still need another 4 hours above
Okay.
that. Not really doing anything, just relaxing.
So you don't know what you don't see any. You're.
I'm aware that you splashed your face, but I don't know that there's a problem. I can see.
She's gonna like. Talia's gonna take off her bracers, kind of look at the scars on her wrists, and just keep repeating in her head, "It was just a dream. It was just a dream." She doesn't have like. There's no new marks or anything, right?
Not that you
Is
can
it
see.
that traumatizing?
No, not that you can see.
Can I feel the stuff though, still on my wrist?
There's the same feeling you get when like a bug crawls on your arm and you swat it away, but you can still kind of feel it. It's kind of like that. You know they're not there, but you can still feel them in a way. Like they were just on your wrists. They were just tying you down and cutting off your circulation.
I'm gonna try and put myself back together and try and get some sleep, but obviously not well.
Okay. You fall back asleep. You don't have any more night terrors this night. But you do think, as you drift off, that you can hear one voice whisper out, Dahlia.
You need help.
I needed help a long time ago.
James, you have one wisp of hair that's sticking out from your headset. It looks really funny. It's on this side.
No, you're saying wrong. I can't get that, sorry.
It's mid-morning when you guys wake up.
You learned more about Talia.
I
Not
learned
really,
shit.
though.
I know that something's fucked up. Oh, I didn't mean to make you self-conscious. You just had
No,
one
it's
little,
fine.
You had one little thing and it was like this.
I know my hair always does stuff
It
like
was
that.
really cute, James.
It's so cute.
Yeah, now I'll put on the hat.
James is always cute.
Don't always say cute.
I hate you all. Alright. If Camden's going to try and be the first one up downstairs.
Okay,
So,
sure. You're downstairs. There's a decent number of people there. You know, mostly people who probably stayed over. Most everyone's having breakfast of some kind. That woman that you guys saw yesterday is there, you know, serving food.
Camden is, he has his, not his full armor on, but he has his gauntlets on. And I imagine he's going to eat something like porridge or...
Okay.
What do you got? How much?
Yeah, they get you some porridge, and a couple slices of apple. You know,
How
Scurvy's
much?
bad. How much? Oh, it's in the cost of the room.
Okay, cool.
But they paid extras.
Yeah. Alright, so Camden's just going to be kind of like looking over the note as he eats, just trying to kind of see if there's anything else in here.
You can see Gifford there prepping some food behind the counter. There's one man, a half-orc, by the look of him, who sitting at the bar, kind of looking around, leery-eyed, with a mug in his hand that you don't think is holding milk. There's two men who are sitting quietly together, both with bows, sitting on the table, poring over a piece of paper, possibly trappers or hunters of some kind. An elderly woman sitting alone by herself, munching on some bread. Is there anything you wanted to do before they woke up? Or?
Camden's just going to kind of be poring over this note.
Woodmean comes down at some point and gets some food as well. He seems a little shifty-eyed, Woodmean, kind of looking around at everyone. You see he puts himself a reasonable distance away from the half-orc who seems to be drinking.
Camden Camden eyes the half-orc up and down a couple of times. Can I do a check to like, perception or something like that?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
9.
Boop.
9? Well, you notice that he's wearing a decent number of furs. He has a small axe on his side and a large crossbow on his back. And, you know, maybe also some sort of hunter or pelt seller or something like that. I know there's a technical term for a person who sells pelts, and I can't think of what it is right now. Beyond that, he seems to be kind of out of it.
Camden keeps his eye on him.
Okay.
What do you think is taking the ladies so long? Camden says offhandedly as he eats.
Probably still sleeping.
They've earned it.
I think we've all learned a little bit of R&R.
Then throw my phone.
Camden just kind of shrugs.
Did I sleep?
Yeah, you sleep.
Okay.
You wake up at maybe half an hour later than other people. What were you planning on doing, Jen? You did your 4 hours of meditation, and then what?
4 hours of
I
pen.
probably just hung out.
Hung out.
You said I need to relax, so I probably did that. I don't really know how a druid does that because I don't have like trees to play with or like animals to pet, but
So you probably made trees in the bedroom.
Just druid
just
crafting
imagine-
things.
They
for
just
the
go
fun
into
of
the
it.
pantry.
You
they
wake
look
up, there's just little flowers everywhere.
I just
scattered all over
imagined
the
like a
place.
Skyrim and
Actually,
with just
seeing
a
as my
trait
nightmare was
of
in the country
lands.
area, that probably would freak me out. If it was like field and stuff.
Well, it's not like a field. It's just a
Okay.
bunch of flowers.
Okay.
If I put flowers on Talia, will she care?
Probably.
She's not like, what the fuck is wrong with my roommate?
Like, did you make me a daisy crown? Or
Yeah,
Just
flowers
imagine-
on you.
That's
For the 4 hours, I'm gonna make you pretty. I'm gonna make you pretty.
Here's the
I'm gonna
flowers.
make you pretty.
And I don't really understand the concept of pretty because I don't understand people, so I just put flowers on things.
Okay, so how do I wake up exactly?
I have
Like,
flowers on you.
like where?
You can have a crown if you want.
Okay, flowers all in my hair.
There's
Alright,
flowers
you
in
get flowers
your
in your hair and you have a nice crown going.
Rapunzel.
No, but can I put two? Aww.
Nova's got a collar of flowers.
It's so cute.
We'll go downstairs like that. It's fine.
Okay. You guys
Fabulous.
head down eventually. The women eventually find you guys.
I just imagine Camden's having that conversation with Wilbane, like, yeah, I think you're right. I think some relaxation would be good. Just see them coming down.
Oh.
I shared a room with a druid. What do you expect?
Camden gives you kind of like a quick glance up and down, and then
Woodman
Fair enough.
just does one of these with his hands.
Do you want? Camden, what do you want from the inn? I figured I could split up the money that we found.
Camden just shrugs.
Oh,
Works
no,
for
you
me.
don't. Okay. So we each, and we'll put aside the same amount for Lowell. For Leander. 206 silver
Is this for each?
each.
Okay.
184 copper pieces. 540 gold pieces. 3 platinum pieces. There was a little bit of an extra, but being the banker, I'm keeping it.
How many gold?
Obviously.
I didn't actually say that.
Does that go
I
to
wouldn't
Woodman
tell
too, or is that just
That
between
includes
women?
Woodman.
Okay.
How many gold?
Yes.
540.
I got the math on my phone, guys.
How do you think I did it?
I don't know. You're good at math.
I used to be.
Ooh.
How much silver again?
206.
Yep.
And how much copper?
184.
Yep.
I have money.
Full again.
I don't really know.
So is
how to use
Woodman. He was at 7.
I don't really wear clothes very often either. Like I'm covered in plants and like.
Like in
hair
real
or something.
life.
Like
Yeah.
oh
yeah,
no,
I figured.
like leather and stuff. So I'm really awkward, which is why they do all the talking, and I just stand there like a dirty. I basically pigpen. And I put flowers on people apparently.
You guys are given some porridge as well, some apple,
I'm gonna put a flower crown on Camden.
some water.
Camden just sits there and just kind of lets you.
He needs a new hat.
Camden needs a new hat. Woodbane needs a flower crown on that.
this hat, or
You still have it. It's alright. It's
Fireball twice.
Yeah, it's a little singed and burnt.
Woodbane needs a flower crown on his mohawk. Dan, Woodbane needs a flower crown. Incorporate that, please.
I'm good, thank you. You hear some clinking of coins as the half-orc puts a couple of silver on the counter. Another gift. The barkeep kind of shakes his head as he looks at him, but walks over slowly and pours another drink for him.
Do we have like coffee? Or is that not real in this room?
Please, coffee's a thing.
Can I ask for coffee with like a shot in it? I had a rough ass night, okay?
Yeah, that'll be... I'm not gonna roleplay it out. That'll be... 7 silver.
That's fine.
I think we should roleplay it out if she's going to ask for alcohol before noon.
Okay, fine. Gifford brings you over the coffee.
Did you mind if I get a shot thrown to it.
Why? Your little one seems fine. He gestures to the wolf. Not like him, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
He gestures to the half-orc when he says that.
Problems with him?
That's Kudirk. He's relatively liked around here. Recently lost his pet.
Orcs can manage. Camden takes a little drink of what he had.
He's a half-orc, son. We can't all choose our heritage. And he's done right by our little town. And Gifford walks off.
Wait, did he give me the shot or no?
He did, yes, he gives you a shot.
Oh, and that was how many silver pieces?
7.
I'm like fucking loaded, so that's fine.
No, go say it. You're fucking good for it.
Talia makes it rain.
I have over 7,000 gold pieces.
Looking at the half-orc Talia, he seems to be... What the fuck is the word for a person who sells pelts? Does anyone not know this word?
My brain just goes to merchant.
No
but-
one?
I'm googling.
It's like the people from like French Canada.
Yeah, no, I just mentioned it to lol.
Oh, okay.
Right?
What? Hold on.
He looks like one of them guys.
One of them guys?
One of them guys.
An Alaskan bush people.
I kinda sorta.
Whoa, you guys can't say that.
Alaskan?
Bush people.
Bush? People? He's got a bow on his back and an axe by his side. He seems very drunk at this point.
So he lost his pet? That's what we were told.
That's what Gifford said.
Camden seems content with what he said. The orcs can handle themselves. Miz is just going back to looking through the letter, even so far as to look at the corners to see if there's any sort of markings or anything weird.
Surprised none of you asked why I was drinking this early, but whatever.
Woodmane seems to be eyeing you,
I'm aware of you. I'm just careful of you.
but doesn't say anything.
If you had relevant information, Talia, I think you know us well enough that you'd actually tell us. There wouldn't be
That wasn't in character.
That was
James.
not in
Oh,
character.
well then,
Like, what the fuck?
Camden was distracted.
No, you were distracted.
Camden didn't mention the alcohol because he was distracted by the half-orc.
I'm gonna go talk to the half-orc.
Okay. You sit down next to the half-orc who doesn't seem to pay you any attention. Takes another swig of alcohol.
Heard you lost a friend.
He looks over at you, bleary-eyed, not really focused properly. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. He takes another drink.
How super drunk is he?
Make an insight.
I was gonna offer to buy him another drink, but he's that drunk. Wow.
That's the enabler.
6?
Yeah!
You know enough that he looks pretty drunk. He's having trouble really, like, grabbing the mug.
Can I buy you a coffee? Maybe help you sober up a little?
You can't help me.
I understand how you feel. If I ever lost my friend, I'd be a mess.
He drunkenly looks over at Nova, who's sitting there very nicely. No one's really paid Nova any attention. He seems to be behaving himself.
He does. Just when people leave an unattended drink down there, they're screwed.
You see as he looks over, Nova kind of licks his lips a little bit, looking straight towards the drink. Fur trader? I guess a fur trader, yeah. I thought there was another term for it.
trapper.
You keep them safe.
I will.
Don't let what happened disturb.
He's like holds himself back from crying.
What happened?
We were out on the road, next to the sun-bathed woods. Stark was always a good boy. The proudest lion you've ever seen. The locals loved him. We were ambushed. And I got knocked out. And the man in black captured him and took him away.
Oh, he was captured?
I've been looking for him for 3 days. The guards are looking too.
He takes another big swig and starts to drunkenly fumble around his pockets trying to look for more coin.
How much does he owe right now?
Say again?
Is he trying to buy another drink, or does he owe?
He's trying to buy another drink. He's been paying as he's been going. As far as you can tell, he pulled coin out and paid for the last drink.
How about you maybe drink a coffee, and I kind of look over at the group and at Nova, and look back at him and say, "We'll keep a lookout on our travels for you."
You would do that?
I'm someone who completely understands you. I will gladly do that.
He starts to cry a little bit, and you can see his big half-work hands like pushing the tears away. He's got one of those like teeth jutting up along his side, down the side of his mouth. The other one, not quite jutting out as far.
The Lord bless you. Thank you.
I put money down for a coffee for him. Just a regular coffee, not mine.
He takes the coffee and kind of stares into it.
Jeff, while she's having this conversation, Camden's going to make the rounds with some of the trappers and fur traders and rangers, whoever is in here, and even the barkeeper, and ask them if they've heard the name Reyna or seen any other blood hunters in this area.
Alright, make a investigation check.
And how much do I owe for the coffee?
Coffee is going to be like a silver.
I'm going to use my inspiration because I want to get some good leads.
A coffee without alcohol is like a silver. Actually, make it 2. James, go for the 2. Use the 2.
Yeah, listen.
Remember, you have inspiration for the ghost, right?
He used
I just
inspiration.
used it to go from a 2 to a 1.
Yeah!
Investigation, you said?
Yep.
James, you just
When the hell did
Ha-ha!
I find you?
4.
4. No one's heard that name before. A couple of
nobody
people
even in the
don't
bar.
seem really happy to be speaking with you either, honestly. Not like they're like threatening you with violence or anything, but you kind of get that sense that, you weren't really welcome walking up to their table and asking questions. And overall,
How about asking about more of us?
no one's heard of a Reyna. And if you extrapolate and explain you're looking for another blood hunter, no one's heard of another blood hunter either.
What was the lion's name?
Sturk. Sterk.
I want to find a lion.
Alright. As Talia, I imagine, gets back to the group, Camden's going to kind of wander back too.
As you go to walk away, Talia, he grabs your arm.
I think they win in the woods.
And that's
But
my
I'm not
specialty.
sure.
I'll keep a lookout, I promise.
He kind of like releases your arm, almost like, oh shit, I shouldn't have grabbed it like that. And kind of turns back to his coffee.
I'll
You know-
definitely keep an eye out, I promise.
He just nods into the cup.
You coming back to the group?
Yes.
You can see Camden is staring daggers at him after he grabbed your arm.
Relax. He's upset. His companion got stolen. not killed.
Shame. No one here has heard of Reyna. Camden immediately changes the subject.
Well, while you look for Reyna, I'm going to look for a lion.
Why?
Because I understand him. I'd be a mess if I lost Nova. Not to mention, not a lot of people are willing to help someone who's half anything. And yes, I'm glaring straight at you.
Camden looks back but realizes you're pretty confident in what you're saying.
I've learned that from experience.
Let's keep moving. I have to get the rest of my gear.
You gotta get your stuff together. Woadmane, as you guys start heading out of the inn.
If Reyna was a blood hunter, perhaps she went missing doing what you guys do.
You check the local contract, see if she took on something too big for her to handle.
I think I spotted the bounty board a while down the street.
Camden nods.
Are you still sticking with them for now, Victoria?
Yes, I am gonna. I'm gonna stick with the group, but kind of when we get closer to like areas that.
Keep an eye out. when
Yeah.
you- Okay.
Can I like keep an eye out for like lion poppers?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
I can't help
That'd be
because
pretty
I
easy
see
to
a lion
find.
boy.
Just like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a bunny.
Well, you
That's a
realize
deer.
if we
Whoa!
find a
If
lion,
we find a lion, I can turn into a fucking lion.
Holy
girl.
crap, you can't!
So Jed, you want to help me?
I've got to find that fucking lion. I can't turn
That
into a
or,
Reyna, but I can
like,
turn into a
you
lion.
can, like, if you find the lion dead, you can still turn into lion and just live with this guy forever. Because he needs a friend.
I house rule, it's like Animorph rules. It's gonna
We shock it back to life for just a second.
Are we gonna find
Alright.
Andrew?
You guys
I mean,
find a square.
I could
which
find it right now.
has
but it's I don't know.
a contract board up on it where, this is the place where you can find all sorts of flyers, various postings, announcements, requests for work, all that sort of thing.
So we're used to these.
You guys are definitely used to them. There's a couple of people gathered around the square, people going about their business. You do spot, what do you call it? A couple of elves who are nearby but off to the side, who seem to be chatting amongst themselves and gesturing towards the poster board. And what appears to be...
Bing's knocked something.
You want me to check on him?
a cat man who is also looking upon the bounty board with interest.
Wait, no, legit cat man?
Indeed, legit a cat man.
I wonder what that was.
That was perfect.
Because he has committed no crimes.
Would you like to describe yourself, Andrew?
I actually have a picture of what I look like.
Wait, you are a cat man?
Yeah, but he's a
No. Catman.
So,
Did you
there...
draw that?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So, by the bounty board, you see a tall, slender, cat-like man with half-tattooed body,
I've seen it.
tribal tattoo up his arms, and a little bit on his stomach showing. He is wearing some studded leather armor, and he looks quite intrigued.
You guys, there are a couple of various postings
Oh!
up on the board.
Let's dish him out.
There's
Yeah,
one with
that's
a
interesting.
face!
Most of them appear to bear a seal
Mine's
near
a
the bottom
skull.
of the paper next to a scrawling signature. It's stamped in purple ink. It bears the wagon wheel and the rose of Crossword, which you know is the sort of crest of the city you're in. The paper on those is pretty high quality. It's nice, good quality paper. Some of the papers are a little thinner, a little more low quality, some poor handwriting and spelling involved. The spelling is so poor, it's barely legible. Most people, when they make postings, they'll actually, hire someone to write for them because not everyone is really perfectly literate. This guy or gal looks like they could try to do it themselves.
Amanda sounds
I
fun.
love the goat one. It's so bad.
So arcane influence.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wait, human-animal experimentation?
Wanted,
That's what it
thief.
says.
Tell me you did not make Chef Tucker.
Or something has been
You
in
son of a
my
bitch.
goat
You
pen.
made Chef Tucker.
I want the criminal strung up and made to pay for his actions. And old Betty.
Okay, this has to go online. That's hilarious. I'm framing that.
The city was
We should get a board,
closest to the
a corkboard, and put these up
forest.
on them.
I considered doing that.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, it's just easier to give you guys handouts rather than like
Were
have
you-
a board next to me.
I need to ask, were you sounding that one out as you were writing it?
Shut up.
It looks like you were. Thief! Thief!
It's a dragon to fight.
This is a bounty board, not 4chan.
They are the same, sir.
Can I
Just
see the
says
one with the,
speed.
Oh, hang on one second.
So, for the people at home, there appears to be a general monster slaying contract, another contract that appears to be for a dragon that has taken up residence nearby, a bounty for an individual by the name of Sean Trekker,
I didn't even pronounce the name in my head. I didn't. I'm just...
who is wanted for human-animal experimentation. And
Hang on, I just need to make a point here that anyone who's watched Fullmetal Brotherhood, Jeff loves to throw Nina in my face all the time. And I feel like that's what he did.
Oh, he does it
Is
to
that
me
what
too.
that is?
Shao Tucker is the father of Nina,
Oh,
the person who made her Chimera.
And another
Human animal
posting,
experimentation.
very poor handwriting, appears to be describing
It's my favorite,
a
though.
goat thief that is on the loose.
My favorite.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm pretty sure it's the goat thief. I'm pretty sure we're dealing with the chupacabra.
Got goats?
Got goats?
I need some goats.
Goat
Jeff always
thief.
sends me the Nina memes.
Yeah,
always.
that was definitely.
I
That's
just put them on Facebook.
You put them on Facebook
Tag
to make
me.
me feel sad.
You
I
and
gotta make sure
Tom.
you see it.
You and Tom tagged me
This is-
all the time.
This is how I deal with my pain, Victoria.
I wish I never understood what that reference was. Now that I know, I hate everybody. I thought it was cute when I first saw it.
See, the best thing about Nina is Nina can throw the stick and then bring it back.
I'm gonna take those real quick and read them out loud.
Great.
James, I hate you.
Alright.
Get the
I
fuck
know where you
out.
sleep.
Dragon Slayer needed. A dragon calling itself Blackfang has attacked and killed a caravan near the sun-bathed woods. Any aspiring dragon slayers have until August the 6th before the Phoenix Guard arrive. A reward of 100 gold pieces will be provided, on top of the crown's standing 500 gold piece dragon bounty for anyone who slays the beast. Travel along the westward road is ill-advised until this dragon is killed, by decree of Lady Amanda Jane, presiding noblewoman of Crosswarn. Waits Wonders, buy and sell, arcane implements and magical items. Block S, Section 3, open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., close noon to 1 p.m. for lunch.
More for Leander.
I'm gonna say the goat for last.
Thanks is playing with plastic, I can hear it.
Monster Hunter needed. A series of attacks in the highlands near the Overline Ridge has disrupted trade with the Duborian dwarves for the past few weeks. A number of men and beasts have been killed by whatever monstrosities have taken nest in the White Shard Caves. These creatures seem to have the ability to turn others to solid stone. A reward of 90 gold pieces will be provided per head to any individual or group able to kill one or more of these creatures, by decree of Lady Amanda Jane, presiding noblewoman of Crosswarn.
Amanda's banging.
450 gold piece reward will be paid for the capture of Sean Trekker, dead or alive. Sean Trekker is known as a criminal wanted for crimes against Crosswarn and its people and human-animal experimentation. Warning, magic user. There should be an R there. By decree of Lady Amanda Jane, presiding noblewoman of Crosswarn. And finally, wanted, goat thief. Someone or something has been in me goat pen. I want the criminal strung up and made to pay for his actions, and old Betty brought back to me. Come see Bert outside the city walls closest to the forest.
We're getting that fucking goat back.
As you guys are poring over these papers, a couple of them probably catch each of your eyes with of interest depending on who you are. Woadmane very quickly runs over and grabs a paper that you guys haven't looked at. It was underneath a couple of other things. You see what appears to be a red mark upon it with some writing, but he quickly starts poring over it in private, looking very serious.
We have a couple possibilities. The goat thief might be something more dangerous than just something eating goats. She might have gone for that. I doubt she's stupid enough to go for the dragon, but of course there's the obvious monster hunter contract. Camden says as he runs his fingers over the board. Raina's here somewhere, and we'll find her.
You could ask the guy who's standing there. You may have seen her.
Camden looks over.
You look upon... Make a nature check for me. Don't have to roll very high.
Nice. Nature. That's pretty good.
15.
You're relatively certain this individual is a shifter. Basically, in the same way that tieflings are people with demonic or devil blood way back in their family ancestry, shifters had lichens in their family ancestry. They no longer carry that. They don't infect people, they're not raging beasts. The beast, as it were, is not a part of their mental makeup. But that slight leftover DNA has made them basically into cat people, wolf people.
Khajiits.
There are ram people, there are bear people.
Oh, Christ.
I love bear people. I'm a bear person.
Like tieflings and like half-orcs, they're looked at with some level of distrust. I'm just saying.
Like you can.
But you also are aware. Your order does not go out and murder shifters. They're, most of them are descendants of, what the fuck is it called? Haven Hill.
Yep.
Most of them are descendants of people from Haven Hill, which has been an institution for a while.
Okay.
A long while.
I don't think I know any of this because I don't understand things.
I'm kind of curious if you're a bounty hunter if I've run into you before. Which we probably should have discussed before.
Let's find out.
But
Or not. You don't have to know everyone.
Are you gonna ask me?
You can talk to.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's up to him if I met you.
Well, I'm looking at the board.
Well, as far as the conversation's gone, I spoke aloud to the group about the possibilities. And then Talia, you said, why don't you just talk to that nice person right there?
Sure.
Alright, so you heard someone point to you and say, talk to that guy.
Hail, Shifter. Have you heard of a blood hunter named Raina?
No blood hunters named Raina. Nope. Nothing. Sorry. Why, are you looking for someone?
Looking for a blood hunter, yes.
What'd she look like?
Auburn hair?
Auburn hair, relatively petite.
That bitch.
Like this.
Short
Except
auburn
not
hair.
dirty.
Like, not very long, maybe medium length at most.
Blood hunters have the red eyes, yes?
Yes.
So I'd make that description. Also red eyes, it would be something you'd notice right away.
Sounds pretty. But no, still no. Still haven't seen.
Camden looks over to Talia for a moment as if to say, like, well, I tried. And then goes back to poring over the board.
What are you guys looking at?
We're looking to see if she possibly took one of these contracts. I haven't heard from her in some time.
Well, I'm not really from around here, but I assume if she took a contract, then the contract posting would be gone off the board, correct?
Not necessarily.
I don't know, I'm not from around here.
Not James. Not
Voice
necessarily.
of God. Just
There are multiple postings around the city. She could have taken any. And you don't even necessarily have to take the posting down. You
To claim it, yeah.
Right.
I have a weird
Perhaps.
question for you.
People usually print out or copy a bunch of these.
You haven't by chance seen a lion anywhere, have you?
I'm kind of a lion. Not exactly. I mean, like, I'm more feline-ish than lion, but, you know. That's as close as I can give you, though.
Okay. So not like a full, actual, on all four
Like,
paws
on
lion.
okay, quadruped.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
nothing like that. I would like to see one, though. That would be great.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
Can you be a lion too if you see it?
I just imagine Camden's just like, oh!
Kind of. Not if I see it, I just kind of can. Halfway. I still stand on two legs, but halfway, yeah. I can kind of do that myself.
That's cool.
Camden looks over at Woadman.
He's still poring over the paper. He's got
I'm
brow
gonna enjoy
furrowed.
this.
Looks like he's thinking to himself.
What is it? Camden does a quick eyebrow gesture to the paper almost.
He folds the paper in half into quarters, like he's thinking, like he's making a decision. And he slides it into his pocket.
We stand together, Woadman.
I need to look into something, Captain.
Do all of us hear this, or is this just Camden and...
No, I'd say he's trying to be relatively quiet, but you guys are also there. Are you trying to listen?
I've been curious and kind of watching him out of the corner of my eye. He kind of percepts me all the time, so...
Make a perception check.
That's like being a 20, bitch!
Yeah. Close. Close.
That's close. That's gonna be an 8.
All right.
It started off really good, guys.
You've been kind of looking your way at him, but now you're kind of distracted by the cat man who's speaking with you.
Okay.
I'm interested. I want to know what's going on.
There's something I have to take care of.
You have no loyalty to the Order. I'm happy to have you alongside me, but do what you need to.
What made men fucking not leave us?
I might need you at some point, but I need to look into this.
Rendezvous at the chapel if you need me. Leave a note there. I will check in.
All right. Be careful.
You too.
Hey, where's the little dude going?
You make a perception check too.
Curses under his breath.
5.
No, you're not. You're not focused on him. All right. Woadmane goes to give you an arm, sort of, handshake,
Yeah.
and then heads off.
It's been a while since I looked at the bounty board. Anything caught your eye?
Yeah, the dragon one is badass, but it's really not for just a single person. I feel like there's a bigger danger at stake for that one. The Monster Hunter one is pretty cool, but I don't really want to be turned to stone. That seems a little dangerous as well. It would be better if I had mirrors or something. So I'm kind of looking at the Sean Trekker one. Because I can get that dude, no problem.
I don't know why, but that dude gives you like really bad vibes. Just makes you like really, really angry.
You don't want to
I
be
think
an
it's
experiment
face.
though, because you're kind of an animal.
The face for
They have to
for
catch me
listeners.
first.
That's
There
true.
is a drawing of this man's face, presumably, on the bounty. He's bald, with kind of a goatee going on,
Can I see the picture?
with a scar cutting through one of his eyebrows, his left eyebrow.
See that guy? No problem. Just from that picture alone, he's meat. I got him.
Are you good with magic users?
Doesn't matter. They have to catch me first.
If Reyna went after whatever these things are that turn things to stone, might explain why she's been out of touch.
You think she's stone?
Or worse. Not exactly the best profession we're in.
And what's that profession?
Blood hunter.
Thought you looked familiar. I do recognize that look. Don't worry though. I'm not freaking out. You guys are fine with me. You haven't done anything to me, so.
His irises are the characteristic crimson red of a blood hunter.
Ew.
I imagine you get the same looks, Shifter.
Yeah, every once in a while, but I'm kind of from a smaller town, so I really don't... I know everybody, so I don't really know a lot of people who give me that look.
Then why travel? Sounds like a nice life.
Okay, so my sister's taking care of the house while I'm gone, but so I'm traveling out, and I kind of just do monster hunting away while she does monster hunting at home.
Whole town of monster hunters, or just you two?
Nope. Pops did it, so we do it too. She makes smaller cash to keep the house there and just keep the house. I go out and do a bigger adventure, per se. A couple days travel away. This is probably the farthest I've ever traveled so far. There was that one time. That was pretty far. It was like 10 days out. Either way.
Where are you from?
I am from...
A place.
Oh, sorry. I have a name here.
I'm from
Taran.
God?
What is it?
Taran.
Taran. Small town, Taran. It's outside of Lakefall.
I'm trying to find the map.
It's not on the map yet.
Okay, then.
But you can find Lakefall on the map if you look.
So we don't need to sing the Dora the Explorer map song.
It's okay. We'll travel by map.
Yeah.
I'm Talia, by the way. Hi.
Hi, Leah? Okay, cool.
I kind of like that.
And what's your name, Blood Hunter?
Camden Iron Hands.
Cam, got it. And this little one right here.
Wait, her and my wolf.
I'm Evathon, but you can call me Ava. It's too long.
Ava, I got it. All right.
You just shorten me. That's a
Yeah.
Ah!
E-dog.
You dog.
E-girl.
And who's the dog?
That's Nova.
Nova. I'll call
Can't
him
really
Nova.
short that.
No. I was
Oh,
almost.
no.
I was almost named Nova.
Really?
That's what Mom and Dad told me. Yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Thunder.
I'm trying to come up with a nickname.
I'm trying so hard not to do the cry.
I just put it together. You would so make a Thundercat.
Thunder! Thunder!
Thundercats.
Oh my god! He like beat and finished.
We'll be going after these monsters in the Overline Ridge. If you want work, we just went down a dwarf. Payment will be split evenly as long as you can work as part of a team.
Yeah, I can work in a team. You want me? I'm up for a go.
Don't exactly have the numbers to fight if this is a entire nest of things.
I will agree with that. I also don't have numbers. I am just me.
We're kind of a band of misfits, so you fit right in.
I'm an animal.
Sometimes.
Camden takes down some of the information for the bounty itself.
We could just take it off the wall.
Highlands near Overline Ridge. Doberan Dwarves.
While he's reading that, I point out we're also keeping an eye out for a lion. Like, we actually do need to find a lion.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I can do that. No problem.
We need to find a lion. I need a lion.
Jeff, can I roll a
So
nature
does that
check?
have to work?
Absolutely.
Advantage?
I would almost argue disadvantage because you're just working off of a really vague description, but just roll a straight nature for me.
Okay. Disadvantage on that, or just because I'm focusing on this ability to turn to stone
Right.
thing. So
Sounds like Gorgons. Do I
Roll
know
a
that?
nature check.
Is that like monstrosity type things?
Or druids.
nature 11.
11. You know that there are some creatures out there that are less magical than others that have the ability to turn people to stone. Some can do it through bite, through some sort of divination process. Others can do it through visual gaze.
Or Gorgon.
But nothing is popping up and making you go, that's probably an X. But you do know that there are creatures out there that can turn people to stone.
Okay.
Would I know, like, area and monster and...
Make a nature check.
Is it a monstrosity
With
type?
advantage.
Yeah! It's like, come on, monstrosity thing!
It's not bad.
Not horrible. That's better.
That's better. Good, good, good.
And then with nature... 18.
18.
Yeah.
With the information that these things are clustering around a mountainous area, the highlands around the town, it's really a temperate zone. You do know, the first thing that pops into your head, because you've dealt with things like this before, you know what they are, might be talking about basilisks. They like the highlands, they like mountains, they like temperate areas. As an example, they can also be found in the desert or in tropical regions, but mountainous area, definitely nice basilisk habitat. And the fact that there are a bunch of them lends even more credence to that idea. You know, if it was something like a gorgon, they're relatively solitary creatures, and they're not really animals the way a basilisk is. They're more intelligent than that. If it was something like a cockatrice, they can swarm, but they're tiny, they're small. Probably unlikely that people would be referring to them the way that this board is. More than likely, you are pretty confident in yourself. This is probably a nest of basilisks, which is dangerous.
So, Camden,
Yes.
how well do you know this girl?
Well enough. We fought together.
Think she, perhaps, I don't know, faced a basilisk before?
No, can't say I have either.
Well, if you want to do this one, I'd say you're about to.
Basilisks, you think?
Is that really dangerous? Would I know? Haven't seen a
Roll
basilisk.
nature.
10.
You've heard the word.
But I've never fought one in
Never
my...
fought
in
one.
my...
Do I know what, like, do I know the, like, they turn you to stone by look thing? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
With an 18 is high enough for you. They literally just have to look at you and be close enough, and their gaze will just pierce into you and start turning your flesh.
But
solid.
isn't it like lock eyes or?
Yes, you have to be looking into their eyes.
Okay. They're pretty dangerous. Usually they're in packs together, and if you look at it and it looks at you, you're gonna turn to stone.
Is there a way to counteract the effects?
I know that personally. I don't know if Talia does.
Make another. This is some specific information.
We're gonna do some Harry Potter shit.
Make a
This is more critical role shit, actually.
make a nature or arcana.
Would it be advantage still? Because it's about them.
It would still be advantage. You choose one or the other. You'll get a different answer depending.
Nature!
Okay.
Because one's a +1, one's a +3. Not that one. That's not much better. 13!
13. You know that the way a basilisk feeds is that it'll turn its prey to stone, and then, at leisure, rip off parts of the statue, swallow them whole, and their gullet, there's a particular substance, like an acid or something in their gullet, that will reverse the process within their bodies, returning the stone to flesh, and then they digest it as normal.
Okay.
Perhaps that can be utilized in some way.
I'm not 100% positive, but I know there's something inside them that would turn the person who is stone back to a person. It's usually when they're eating them, though.
We can make that work. I've made stuff work with less.
It's not going to be easy. We can't look at them and fight them. Not unless you want a chance being turned to stone.
So you give the basilisk some chewing gum, get the acids going, cut the stomach open, collect the acids.
That was chewing gum.
There's got to be some kind of sap chewing thing that we chew on.
Oh yeah.
Goals.
Not dulse. Seaweed.
We can
This is so good.
we can check with the guards and see if we can get directions. Camden shoots another glance over to the elves.
Okay. They've left by this point.
Okay.
They're not there.
Make an insight check if you'd like.
Camden shot a glance at me.
20.
You don't think that they were concerned with the contract board as people interested in the contracts? Probably just gossiping more than anything. They didn't carry themselves, and they weren't wearing anything that suggested they were adventurers. They were wearing relatively nice clothing. A man and a woman.
How dare they?
Fucking elves. What?
While we travel, can I keep an eye out, one for lion paws and possibly two for like...
Lion paws. Oh, there's one. Hey, there's the lion.
You know what I mean, paw prints.
Yeah.
Yes. And then can I also keep a lookout for like female footprints?
Sure.
I'm helping you too.
What are you guys doing?
Well, first Camden's going to find a guard to get general directions towards the overlying ridge.
Okay.
Can I just sense it? What? No, I'm kidding.
There are a couple guardsmen scattered
Actually, I
around.
can't sense monstrosities.
Victoria can just like see it,
I can sense monstrosities at least. I think.
so you can sense a lion.
I don't know. This is the new ranger shit.
There are a couple guards scattered around. You know, just kind of watching people.
Camden approaches one of them. Hello, guardsman.
Blood Hunter.
I had a few questions for you. One, if I could get directions to overlying ridge,
Going after the Monster Hunter contract.
as is my nature, sir.
You want to head north. It's a couple hours walk, heading into the mountains of the ridge. The White Shard Caves are off the path. You'll reach a tree. Thanks for a second. You'll reach a tree, reddish bark, head off the road, heading east there.
Camden looks back to Talia to make sure she's getting this.
Do what you can.
Absolutely.
Lost a couple of people. I think one of your own went up there the other day.
Auburn hair, red eyes, like mine.
Didn't see the person myself. Just heard a blood hunter had taken the contract.
Good to know.
Sounds like a good
I
one.
had another question. Someone else snatched the missive before I reached it. Did you have another bounty on the board? Red stamp.
He seems to think for a second. Doesn't sound familiar to me.
See if he's telling the truth.
Do you wanna?
Thinking about it.
I wouldn't be any help with that, but I would be helping afterwards.
Roll an insight, yeah.
Alright, let me roll it.
Oh,
I'll roll it for you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Insight's your roll.
What's your insight?
+5.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth, you know. There's a lot of guardsmen out there. More than likely, he wasn't the one who put it up, whatever it was.
Do you know anyone else who might be more familiar with the bounty board?
You could speak to our captain. You might know something.
Thank you.
Actually, do you know where there's by chance another list of bounties?
There's boards all over the city.
Good girl.
No shit. I'm a bounty hunter.
That you are.
Can you point us to, not, like, are we still near the other one?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
You're still near
I'm
the
asking-
bounty. You're like 5 feet away from the
Oh,
contract.
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Can you point us to the next closest one?
Make a persuasion check.
Because he's just done.
I just want to know.
I know.
And the guards are fucking idiots.
13.
And kind of scratch his beard again. Just head down that road. Take a right. Should run into another one.
Why do we have to persuade him?
You're asking me?
He's annoyed.
Because God
He's
said
annoyed.
so.
Alright. I'll be right back.
What do we get?
I know what I'm looking for. Alright, I'm gonna quickly head down to the other board and see if there's a red one.
Okay. First and foremost, what languages do you speak?
A lot. Infernal, Halfling, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Common.
You do spot one bounty that does seem to have a red symbol on it. The symbol is not familiar to you.
Okay.
It's definitely some sort of like script sort of thing. I've been saying sigil, and the only thing it says underneath is, anyone with information pertaining to this sigil, please come to the keep, and that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna take it
Okay.
and head back to the group.
Okay.
Camden is having a staring contest with Nova. Nova's winning.
Because he's silver.
Make a wisdom.
You're on.
Ha
Do you want Nova's?
I have it here.
Okay.
6.
Hold on.
Come on, Nova.
Let me see.
Fucking wolf.
Wow, mean.
This must be like the most awkward thing in the middle of the street. It's just this guy.
Alright, you stare at him, he's just looking at you, like, kind of bored. A couple seconds pass, and you just blink. You can't do it. And he just keeps staring at you, and then kind of turns and looks down the road.
I call it out. Cam blinks.
He rolled a 19.
That's my baby, and he has a +1.
He stares into my soul. He didn't like what he saw.
You probably have like cute little dog eyes too. Oh.
Okay, am I back?
Yes.
I found it. I think.
Camden now stretches a hand.
I hand it to you. I don't know if you can read it.
I can't.
I'm sorry I don't have the symbol.
That's
No,
fine.
it's
That's
okay.
fine.
Did you not expect me to be smart enough to go find another one?
Make a history check with advantage for me.
Okay.
Wait. Yes. 10.
10.
Yeah. Even not so good.
You've seen this symbol before. Way back in your past. Back when you had first started to become a blood hunter. There was a town that got sacked. And you've seen this symbol upon red flags within that town. Left behind.
Camden gently folds it and puts it into his pocket. You guys want to roll insight? Because I'm going to lie here that I don't know what it is.
Like-
Never seen it before.
Oh wait, no, he has to roll
Should
that.
I roll deception?
Yes.
Okay.
But we should do it here. What's your deception skill?
-1. Negative charisma. I'm a blood hunter. Nobody likes me. Did I roll a 1?
What's your insight?
+2, but I rolled an 18 on what you rolled.
What's yours?
+0.
What's yours?
That's fine.
Man, Camden's lying.
Wait, Nova's a +4!
Nova narrows his eyes.
Do I notice that?
What, Nova narrowing his
Yeah.
eyes?
You're totally just like, guys, I have no idea what this is. Like staring at us right in the eye, shoving it into your pocket. It's not going in, but you're trying as hard as you can. It's like,
I guess you notice it, yeah. It's kind of like when dogs just kind of stare and then go,
I love that none of us can tell, but my dog can.
no, you all can tell he's lying.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you said
you
we
can
oh, I
always
thought
lie.
you said we
You
couldn't.
all tell.
he is not
I
breaking
was
eye
like,
contact.
Nova!
Another staring contest ensues.
You rolled a 2.
Fuck.
Do you want to try that again, Camden?
No. Camden just puts it in his pocket and starts walking towards the directions.
gonna say you get used to it, but you really don't.
I turned to Ava. How come Cam's pheromones get higher every time he talks to Talia?
James is walking away.
Kind of back.
I
Really enjoyed this game. I'm so excited.
We're losing daylight. Come on.
How far away is our walk here?
Can you get inspiration for that?
I'll give him inspiration. I like that.
I enjoyed that. Wait, because animals can smell that, right?
I don't know if he actually gets advantage on shit like that, but it was funny.
Nova's probably like, gross.
It's going to be a good. Double check.
I imagine Nova's face is the thing we cut to before we change scenes. Like, where, just that little happy music. Yeah. Just like,
Oh my god, when we start, he's the lion head in the circle. That's Nova.
He's just got a beer.
Wolf head.
I really enjoyed that.
That's copywritten.
Sorry.
We're gonna get sued.
No, you're not getting paid for this yet. It's fine.
Cease and desist.
Alright, it's going to take you like 4 hours walking.
Damn. Can you let me know when we're like
Fast travel.
15 minutes outside?
No, Jen, we can't keep doing that.
As you guys set out, you leave the city and start heading northwestishly,
I'm also keeping an eye out for any of those marks.
and you can see the overlying ridge, this just spine of mountains rising up in the distance in front of you. The elevation slowly gets higher as you move along until you hit the base of the mountains, and then it kind of really starts to climb up. On the map here...
Watch out for your speaker.
You're not counting this as difficult terrain, right? Because that won't affect us.
No, you're on the
Okay.
road. You're on a road right now.
Look at that on
No,
the map.
no,
It's
don't worry
pretty.
about that.
Oh. Okay.
There's a road not really marked here, but there's a small road that leads up this way.
Sorry, my
You guys
face
are
is
pretty
in it.
much heading right where this line is here. That represents roughly a halfway point for a day's journey. And that's about how long it's going to take you guys to get to those highlands.
Okay. Am I seeing anything in the ground?
Make a survival check.
Okay. That's not advantage. Right? No.
Lions are not monstrosities, they're beasts.
Well, I'm also looking for humans, but that's not a thing.
Also not monstrosities.
Yeah, well, hunters are kind of
I
Depending
don't even see the fucking dirt.
She's just looking up.
Yeah.
Are you looking for footprints?
I mean, technically it's a 5, but it
I don't
was a
see
one.
any tracks.
No, it was a 1.
It was a 1.
As soon as you crit.
Yeah, it's a natural 1.
You can't spot anything.
Bye bye blue dice.
This is a well-worn road, and as Kudurk mentioned, they were ambushed outside of the Sunbathed Wood, which is to the southwest of the city. You're going in completely the opposite direction.
Okay.
Not that it's not worth seeing if you might notice some lion tracks. They're not exactly common animals around here. But you don't see any lion tracks. You don't see any. You see like a bunch of footprints and various tracks from like a wagon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, you can't like really make anything out.
So who is this Reyna we're after?
Blood hunter I've worked with in the past.
We know that much.
Well, you want the personal story?
And nothing else to talk about when we walk.
There's plenty to talk about.
Okay. How about you tell us the truth about the symbol?
I said let it go.
Oof.
You can see her Camden got really serious on that one.
Hi.
Wildermain seemed to recognize it as well. You can ask him when he gets back.
I hope he's okay.
Woadmane can handle himself.
Fine.
I'm sorry, who's Woodmane?
That was the little guy with us.
The little dwarf dude? Mohawks, blue hair?
That was Woodmane. So, Thunder, tell us about your sister.
She does well. She's older than me, a little bit. I mean, we're twins, but it's not like so. Okay, so when we were born, she was born first, and it was a really bad thunderstorm, right? The worst we've ever had. And so she was born during the downpour. So my parents named her Rain. She was pretty right from the start. It's almost impossible to I mean, there are guys all over town that just won't leave her alone. But she doesn't necessarily give them the time of day yet. They better not. I get really quiet.
You are far from home.
What was your initial question? I'm sorry.
Just curious about your sister.
That's right. Yeah, so she's a monster hunter, just like me. She hunts the smaller stuff, more local stuff, does all the local jobs. So she fights, a lot of menacing, giant rats and any kind of vermin that get into farms, or even maybe some dangerous creatures that roam the woods. So she makes a good living like that, keeps the house clean and steady and up to date while I travel off and make big bucks, I guess you could say.
How long have you been a monster hunter?
Well, you could say all my life since my dad started training me. He started training me when I was 5-ish, maybe? So I just kind of learned the tools of trade really quickly, picked things up. Soon enough, as I got older, he didn't need to really teach me anything, and I more just kind of went with him on hunts. That was kind of cool. That was around when I was a teenager, more or less. So I got pretty good, to the point where when Dad couldn't do it anymore, I just started doing it all the time. And then sometimes me and Rain. Oh, I'm sorry. My sister's name is Rain. I don't know if I mentioned that yet.
You did.
I did. Okay, good. That sometimes we went out together, but not all the time. Sometimes it was just me. But she was pretty good. Not bad. I was better, I think.
There's a problem with your idea, though, Thunder. You have something to lose if you die here. You have a family, someone who counts on you.
Yep, I do. But I think she gets that. I at least know that she's able to take care of herself if she doesn't have me anymore. And I think more or less she just kind of expects me to come back. I expect to come back. We don't really live in the fear and doubt of, sadness before something has even happened. We've already kind of gone through that, so we don't really want to continue in that form of life.
What was your father's training?
I really don't know. Ever since I kind of came out of Havenhill, before I was born, he just kind of, I don't know, he never really shared it with me as far as where he was trained or who trained him. All I knew is that he was really, really, really good at hunting monsters.
Probably taught by some of the paladins.
That's possible. He's definitely better than I am. He was probably the best that I've seen. Then, of course, I come from a small town.
5 years old, you say?
Yeah, that's about right.
You would have fit in at the order. Cameron
Yeah.
smiles.
I smile back.
Kinda.
It's cute.
Talia, when did you pick up a bow and start hunting people?
Picked up a bow when I was very young. Hunting people, that was more late teenager.
And
I
Eva,
don't remember.
When did you shift into your first animal?
I don't really know how to answer that question.
You're really
Because
old, aren't
you
you?
are an animal,
I'm really
and you're just
old.
shifting into a person?
How old are you? I don't know if you're supposed to ask a woman that, but I don't care. How old are you?
Let me check. I forgot.
She has a stick with notches on it. She starts counting it.
And then he's like, no.
Well, you see, I carry this tree around, and it's as old as I am, so you just count the rings.
That's adorable. She just kills it and counts it. Oh no!
It's okay, I can grow it back,
God. I'm really old.
How old are you?
I thought it was on here.
Well, you're an elf, so
I
old
remembered
and
it being on
actually old aren't really
It's not
things for
on
you.
here.
So you guys, is it always just the three of you? I know you have the little dwarf dude, but he kind of took off. Does he always take off like that, or is it...
No, that's different. We actually have another friend.
Our cleric, he's usually with us. He's off on assignment right now.
a cleric, huh? Oh, so he heals people and stuff.
I imagine just everyone in the party just like sharing a glance, just kind of like,
He's
yeah.
supposed to. I think Eva does most of the healing. But he mostly tries to burn things. And then doesn't do so well.
Tries.
I remember doing that as a kid too. Burning things. It was cool. I liked it. Where's he now? Why isn't he here?
We accidentally got separated. But he was kind of in a panic to get somewhere that Camden also wants to go. So.
Huh. So did we just kind of like...
Leave him behind?
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
find his way back to us.
Yeah, we did.
He knows what to do.
He's kind of very stubborn, though. He would have gone his own way whether we went with him or not.
I see. It's odd for a cleric. Quiet.
Creepy.
Creepy. Also odd for a cleric.
Not your normal cleric. He's plotting. God is plotting, and we're gonna die. How far are we
Victoria,
away?
did you just notice we just started stepping onto squares? I don't
Who
like
is this
this.
Victoria that you speak of?
I don't know. It's kind of cute though.
Ew!
Yay.
Get out!
We live here.
This is our house.
Ew!
I just paid my rent!
This is our home.
I'm there.
Hang on,
Stop
how far away are
Be
we?
more gentle with those.
How far away are we?
Hold on.
Ah.
Keep talking.
I like how I'm
Ignore what's going on behind the curtain.
No, because
Why is the curtain yelling at us?
I want to look. So
What's
none of you ever fought a basilisk before?
No. A bullet's about the closest I've ever gotten to a basilisk.
I could turn into a snake.
It's a little bit different than a snake. A little bit bigger.
I've studied basilisks, or I at least know what they are.
Okay.
But I don't really... I've never seen one in person or fought one. That's a little bit out of my monster hunting jurisdiction,
Do you
I
have a
guess.
favorite monster?
Favorite monster? Well, the most fun to fight are the giant rats, because when you fight them, they just kind of, like, explode a little bit. Like, that's kind of... neat. But,
I'm kind of all for killing giant rats. Just
um,
throwing that out there.
well, plus it's easy money. You get, a little bit per head, and you get a happy customer. My favorite monster... Oh, unfortunately, I don't know the DM book that well.
Just make up any monster from fantasy that does not appear overpowered in your mind.
3.5.
Yeah.
We fought a manticore.
I don't think I fought a manticore yet.
I have teeth. Want to see them?
Yes.
She opens her mouth.
I pull out. I have 5 extra manticore teeth, and I actually also have one on. Oh! Just realized my necklace has lion teeth on it.
It's okay. I'll find your lion for you. Hide necklace.
He didn't seem to notice. He was too drunk.
Okay, but yeah, I pull out my necklace, and it has like the lion fangs and the manticore claw claw or two. I think I meant for a claw on it.
Yes.
But yeah, I should
You
have.
did.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Oddly enough, our cleric is the one who smashed it with a hammer in the end.
Like I said, not your typical cleric.
Yeah, so this sounds like a very odd cleric. A hammer,
Yeah.
quiet, dark.
He also wears this weird mask.
Okay.
Like, have you even ever seen his face?
Yes, we saw his face when he talked.
What does the
to
mask look
Grandfather
like?
Oak.
Kind of like pointed with horn kind of thing.
Is he rabbit folk?
No,
Are you sure?
not
Never-
underneath the mask. The helmet itself is old, bleached white, with 2 horns and 2 slits for eyes. He rarely takes it off. Camden tightens his
He
gauntlet.
barely even takes it off when he eats. It's really weird.
Wait, I'm sorry. He barely takes it off when he eats?
Yeah, it's really weird.
I still don't really believe that he eats.
I know.
We've seen him eat.
You guys have seen it. You guys have seen him eat.
Camden just sits there rolling his eyes.
Does he just smash it into the mask?
He
And,
lifts
like,
the mask gently and pushes food underneath it.
This guy sounds like a character.
This line of work, I mean. Camden looks you up and down from interesting people.
Should try being a bounty hunter. Find all different types of people.
Try being a blood hunter.
In my travels, I met an elf. We became friends.
Leander and I are
friends.
allies.
He watches you in your sleep.
See what? I'm fully aware of that. Leander said it was for information about my order.
Again, very creepy.
I'm not surprised he's interested. After we hit the certain age, we take a rite, which invigorates our body, changes our being into something more. He's simply interested about what effects it's had on my humanity. Well, you didn't think we all were born like this, did you?
No, I figured you weren't, but I was more interested in the sleepwatching.
Kevin shudders a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna stand here.
How far have you been traveling? Thunder?
Well, I'd say it's probably about... I probably walked for about 4 days, switching between walking on the path and walking through the woods to get to Cross Warren. So it took me about 4 days to get there. I was probably in Cross Warren for about 2 before I met you guys now. So I've only been taking a trip for about 6 days now.
So this is kind of your first time off on your own.
No, I do this often.
Okay.
I just go back and forth between home.
Okay.
I always check back on Rain, see what she's up to, making sure she's okay.
Making sure no
Yeah.
other boys are hitting on your sister.
Yeah, a little bit. Which is why I come and say I never get worried about going off and traveling, is because I always visit. I always go back home to visit. And when I visit, I don't mean visit, like I actually go back home and I stay there for like a week or so. Maybe we go on a little monster hunting like old times. And then I head back out to make some big cash.
What other towns have you been to?
I've been to... I don't have a map, so I don't know.
You've probably gone to Lake Fall. Let's see here.
He's been everywhere. It's not telling.
You know what I'm slightly fishing for, I'm guessing.
You've probably been to Lake Fall. You might have gone all the way to New Yorkshire before. Aldwell is a major harbor city. What do you even want to call that? Worcester is a town near Fairweir. You might have stopped at Fairweir once or twice. You've probably been to Foxbriar before. Graven Hills to the north of here. You've probably been up there a few times.
Yeah, about that.
All those places?
All those places. The harbor town has some really good fish.
It is a fantastic place, let me tell you. Beautiful, amazing place. Not gonna talk about it now, though, but hey.
Worcester?
Ever found a bounty you couldn't finish?
Not in particular. I usually, like I said at the bounty boards, I usually mull it through my head. Oh, do I need a team for this? Oh, can I take this guy out on my own? It's usually whatever I can take out on my own, I go for. But I've got some pretty big scores under my belt.
I'm real scared of what we can see right now.
You
I
guys,
think flips
you have been.
dragon.
That is the clock. As you guys have been walking and talking, the road steadily climbing upward through the highlands. You can see rocky outcroppings and hills forming. You reach this point in the road, and you do see what appears to be a large tree off to your right next to the road with reddish bark.
Left at the tree, Talia.
Wait. How far do they say from the tree?
Not far.
I want to take a minute. If I can find the thing, you know what I want to do, Jeff. Can I use primeval awareness?
Absolutely.
And all I gotta do is sit. I gotta sit for a minute, though. Can we stop for a minute?
Camden nods.
It was stopping.
So I need to sit for 1 interrupted minute and concentrate. I'll meditate like I see if I do a lot.
Okay. You sit down on the ground right in the road. Nova comes and sits down right next to you.
Here you go.
You kind of take a sort of meditative pose
Just like that.
and start focusing on the world, the world around you, searching for any hint of monstrosities in the area. What's everyone doing while she's weeding?
Camden is scanning the tree line.
I'm
He
looking.
doesn't like to sit idle.
Make a perception check. Make a perception check.
I just say, man, you know what'd be awesome? Some bandits right now.
I can't move for a minute.
8.
Ah, we got it.
You must not have been hunting long if you still have that sort of thirst.
What'd you get, James?
They're just fun to talk to.
11.
11. Okay.
I love finding the dumb ones. They're the easiest.
Camden
I would
chuckles.
like everyone, presuming you guys are over here near the tree, or did you stay back here further?
I figured stop where we were.
Yeah, stop where we were.
Oh God! I just realized
sitting
what you
down.
did. Yes, yes. All right, I would like everyone to please roll initiative.
Aw, fuck! Oh, wait, I get advantage on initiative.
Yes, you do.
Does Nova too? Or just me? Did we figure that out?
Nova does too. He gets his own initiative.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Not bad. Shit. Nova goes before me.
I just imagine Talia. They're here.
Goes before me by 1!
As time has gone on, they smell like vinegar. I can smell it. I'm like, they smell like vinegar a little.
I was
Alright.
totally gonna cast Path Without Trace to make us stealthy too.
25 to 20.
Fuck.
20 to 15.
Shit.
19.
Nova also got 19.
What's your dex score?
16.
So is Nova's.
All right, roll off. Add your dex modifier, or actually just straight roll.
17.
All right.
And I got 18.
All right. 15 to 10.
11. Time to pick an animal, bitches.
Don't you wish it could be a lion?
Yeah, right about now, yeah.
Bet she wishes it could be a rhino.
A rhino.
I bet I can be a rhino.
Wait, you saw a
Yeah.
rhino.
I saw a
She's
rhino.
not level 6 yet. And James, you got a
Ah.
5.
Yeah. Was it the wand that brought the rhino or your staff?
My staff, I think.
No,
No,
the wand.
the wand made the
The
rhino.
wand made the ring.
Something. I
very
caused
confused.
something.
The staff made you billow out in fog whenever you
Ew,
spoke.
yeah, I pooped out of my mouth.
That's not okay.
Anytime she spoke, fog.
That's
Let me hold on.
More
let me
spoilers.
check my-
Yeah.
No.
Maybe a mastiff. Let's be a dog. Maybe a dog. I'm just kidding. No!
Okay.
Disaster.
As you guys stand there waiting,
It's either bandits or basilisks.
Okay.
Yeah.
keeping a lookout, you hear a sudden shifting of sand and dirt.
Uh-oh.
And two large lizard-like creatures
Oh.
burst out of the ground and rush you guys.
That looks like a dog.
Ew.
Oh no.
Basilisks.
These are gross.
Let's kick their ass.
That was attacking Nova.
They get a surprise round.
I'm all over that shit.
Basilisk 1 will be on Ava. That is a
Well, I guess I don't have to cast this stupid spell anymore.
17 to hit.
Yep.
Actually, maybe I should to see how many
Hits.
there are.
You hit. It hits.
It hits.
Give it a minute. It's 60
Advantage.
seconds, and each turn is 6 seconds.
Oh, fuck that.
Take 3 piercing damage and 8 poison damage. As this large... I mean, this thing is about the size of like a Komodo dragon with 4 pairs of legs. So it has 8 legs. Scales are kind of a deep bluish gray with kind of reddish maroon spikes protruding out of its back. Launches itself at you and grabs onto your arm. The other one is going for Nova. And it got a 23.
Just it.
Nova takes 7 piercing damage and 7 poison damage.
So 14.
Yes, as another one bursts out of the ground and latches onto him. Actually, now that I think about it,
1d6.
alright, you guys are gonna have to start making some saves.
Technically, I'm sitting with my eyes closed.
8.
Wouldn't I?
Fair enough.
10.
You do not have to. However, Andrew and Nova do.
But Nova was sitting with me.
Wait, why do I?
You can see the basilisks, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
Do I?
Oh, there's one.
So please make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I?
No.
No, your turn hasn't come yet. Your turn hasn't come yet.
Nova's hasn't either. You gotta hit.
It has. The way a surprise
Okay.
round works.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
Mhm. Okay. 13.
7.
You're both
Nova
turns
looks like panicked for a second as he stares into the eyes of this thing as it comes up, but he just growls and his hair bristles and he seems fine.
still. Oh, God.
You.
Wait, you had inspiration! Or do you want to use it?
Do I?
Yeah, from our thing. From the fact that you pointed
Yeah,
out.
I might as well try off my inspiration.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're kind of
Yeah,
stoned.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to be stoned. Oh, that's so much better. A 19.
Okay. You
There you go.
stare into the one that's facing down Ava as it glances at you for a second and then turns back towards the elf. You can feel your body begin to tighten up, but you sort of flex and push it off of yourself.
Good to know I can do that.
Now it's Jen's turn to make a save. Constitution.
20.
Okay.
Plus 1.
You also.
Wait, natural 20?
Yeah.
You turn the
and
basilisk
you
to stone. you turn the basilisk to
You
stone.
also begin to feel your body tighten, but
My hair.
with your. You flip your hair in front of you to kind
Yeah.
of break the gaze and shake it off.
8.
You also look into the basilisk's eyes as it stares at you, and your body begins to tighten. But for you, it's becoming more complete, and you can feel it really beginning to become hard to move. You are currently restrained.
Clogged arteries.
Too many fried foods.
I like to think that.
All right,
I
top of the
punch
round,
in
it is
face.
Andrew's turn.
Jeff, restrained is the advantage and disadvantage thing?
Yes.
Got it.
Well, I'm the one that's latched onto Ava's arm. I'm gonna go for that.
Yes,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
So
So, you're within range of it, so you don't have to move anywhere.
Oh shit. Were to attack Nova, he could have attacked it, couldn't he? With a reaction?
No.
No, it's a surprise round?
It's a surprise round.
Okay, sorry.
And you have to make an attack for him to do that.
I do?
Yes.
Okay.
When you make an attack, he can use his reaction to also attack.
Okay, I get it.
okay.
So, you're within range of it, you can hit it. You have advantage because it's... I think you have advantage, right?
Cough.
Because you're within a certain distance of your allies or something like that?
Oh, is that what it is?
I,
Which one would that be?
let me see. Look it up real quick. You haven't played 5th edition yet. Correct.
Is it like the pack tactics?
Yes. It's already taken a turn, so you don't get advantage for assassinate. But you do get sneak attack damage because it is within 5 feet of an ally.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
So you roll to attack, roll 1 die.
One die, so there's no advantage.
No
Alright,
advantage.
that's fine. Oh. So an 11?
Alright. You strike out, hoping to stab at it. But... Oh wait, let me check something real quick. You're starting your turn, you have to make another save. If you're going to keep looking at it, you have to make another save.
I can't blindly swing without...
You can, but you would be at disadvantage to try to hit it because you're looking away from it.
Right.
At the beginning of your turn, you can choose to avert your gaze. You're at disadvantage for every attack. If you don't avert your gaze, you have to make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of your turn before you do anything else. That goes for everybody.
Okay. No, I'll take the disadvantage, and I'm gonna look away as I swing.
Alright, roll again, because you might get a 1 now.
Yeah, right. I got a 4. No, 7.
Alright. So 7 misses. You go into stab looking away, but you don't find purpose with anything. You hit air entirely.
Woo!
You have a movement if you want to move somewhere. You can... kind of reaction, kind of bonus action stuff you have. I don't think you have.
No, I'm gonna stay where I am right now.
Okay. We are on Nova. What's Nova going to do? Is he going to
Okay.
look away or is he going to keep fighting?
He's gonna look away.
Alright. I presume you open your eyes at this point, realizing you're in combat.
Yeah.
You're still prone.
But, with Nova, I can still attack, right? Just disadvantage?
Yes, he can still attack with disadvantage.
But he has pack tactics because we're all right there and fighting the same thing. So it'd just be normal?
Let me check
Advantage
really
and
quick.
disadvantage cancel
They
each other out.
Let me see how Pat what the wording on pack tactics is. Really quick.
Nova has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of Nova's allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
You are prone, but you're not incapacitated, so yes, go ahead. It
So
cancels out.
It's just normal.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm making the rules work. It's gonna be horrible though. Or
That's
not.
not so bad.
That's 20. He's got +6 to hit. That's a 20.
That's a 20.
That's
He
a
hits.
20.
So now the
34.
basilisk makes a strength saving throw. Ooh. Okay.
And he gets 4, 5, 6. 13 piercing damage from his bite.
13.
Go Nova.
It's a pretty good bite.
My baby.
All right, Nova. You cry out to him, Nova, don't look at it! And Nova looks away, but pounces. You know, kind of closing his eyes and sinking his teeth into this thing. And he pulls it by the neck down and drags it to the ground. This one is now prone.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So.
Yeah. You can take shit to the ground. It's great.
Alright,
Jen
so
can
now
do
it's
it, too.
me, right? Or. It's Talia?
Now it is
Or the-
Talia, yes.
Okay. So. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the one that's there, because I'm obviously not gonna do the thing anymore.
Are you averting your gaze?
Yes.
I don't think you can cast Hunter's Mark.
Fuck!
Because I think it requires...
I have to
Does it
look at
require
it.
you to see the creature?
Yeah, that I can see within range.
Okay.
Okay, so not that. Am I really close to it?
You're right next to it.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna try
And you're still prone at the moment. It'll take you half of your movement, so 15 feet to get up. You won't provoke attack of opportunity or anything like that.
Alright, I'll get up.
Okay.
I guess I'll use my dagger then, because if I shoot my arrow, I can't really shoot my arrow at it without more disadvantage.
You're at disadvantage regardless,
Yeah.
because you're looking away.
If you're at disadvantage, go with your main.
Fine. Great.
You pull out your bow and whip out an arrow with lightning speed.
Heart of the cards.
I don't get advantage because he's a monstrosity, right? I know I get 2 to the damage.
You get 2 to your damage, you don't get advantage to hit it, though.
Okay.
Don't hit Cameron.
Those are 2 really good rolls. That's a 26.
You hit.
Yeah! But I couldn't Hunter's Mark the bitch. Okay. So, 1d8 plus 4. Wow, okay. 7.
7.
I'm gonna have to narrow down.
Alright. You knock, aim where you think it's gonna go, and release, and you feel a satisfying as it slips into the scales. Oh! You have advantage though, because it's prone. So technically that would have been straight, but you rolled high enough anyway.
That would have been... that would have been a 28.
Okay. You hit it! Anything else? Is Nova gonna use his reaction?
Oh yeah, he can do that! Yeah! Nova's definitely gonna use his reaction.
Okay.
So he gets to... Just attack it again?
Yes. He's at disadvantage because he's looking away,
But
but
pack tactics. So
he's got
regular.
pack tactics and it's prone, so straight roll.
Natural 20!
Nice! Double the damage!
Happy! Okay, so what do I double here? Just the
Double the
dice?
dice.
All the dice.
It's just 2.
All the dice. Victoria rolls all of her dice
14.
that she has.
Isn't his bite 2d4?
Yeah,
And you rolled 4d4?
I rolled 2. Well, oh, no, I just counted.
Double the dice.
I just doubled the number.
No, I have you guys roll double the dice. I think it's more fun that way.
4. That's fine. 4.
I think it's more fun that way.
So. Okay. 4. Because I had a 3 and a 1, and then 2 more 3s, so that's 9, 10, 16 damage.
Alright.
Have we destroyed this one yet?
He sinks his teeth into it again, really biting down, like right at the shoulder joint of one of the arms. It starts screaming, and you can see it's hurt really bad, but it's still alive so far. We are going to move on to the basilisks.
Fucking A!
Really excited about that, guys.
All right,
They just wipe the whole.
Yeah, we're all dead now.
the one that is
Thanks for
fighting
having
Ava.
us, guys.
It's going to try to bite you again. It rolls a 21.
Hits.
8 piercing and 3 poison as it sinks its fangs into you again.
Son of a bitch.
The one you guys are fighting rushes up and goes to dash away as quickly as possible.
So we get opportunity, don't we?
Nova doesn't. He already used his reaction.
So I do.
You do.
Oh,
so make an
snap.
attack with disadvantage.
Fact tactics?
That doesn't apply to
That is
her.
fine.
She's not a wolf.
It's not prone.
Close enough.
You don't know that. Nope. That's a what?
A natural one?
Yeah.
Really?
Please don't make me shoot Nova.
Roll an attack roll.
It's
You
Camden.
hit!
She just wheels around and hits Camden.
God damn it!
She trips.
I don't know where I'm looking!
Alright, that's a really shitty roll, so... 5!
Alright, you don't hit your wolf.
Hit. Oh, no, wait, that was just the attack, not the...
That was a damage on the roll to hit.
I asked you to roll a hit.
Oh, sorry, I just... That's still... Oh, but I have a +9. Huh! That's 13. That's 13,
Alright, you
that does
miss.
not hit him.
Victoria's like, my baby!
I actually realized that I mathed wrong, and I probably should have hit that basilisk the first time.
Alright, and he starts scampering off
Yeah, oh, yeah.
to the east. Away from you guys. That's as far as he could go.
Okay, see ya.
Except...
Bye!
Yeah.
Well, wait, he's still running, right? He's not off the board yet, right?
No, he's still going. Yeah, he's not off the board. This whole board is where you guys are fighting.
So I can still shoot
You can
at him.
shoot him
And I
now.
can probably look at that one. He's not looking at me.
You
All
can
right,
say spot.
Jen, it's your turn.
Can I hit it with my staff
You
at
going to
disadvantage because I'm not going to look at it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, I have to wild magic this, don't I?
Of course you do.
Yep.
You don't want to go animal?
Does a 10? do
The
anything?
10 does not.
No. Oh. Oh. Come
Roll
on,
it.
Jen.
Roll it. 11.
Alright, you're fine.
These stress me out.
You swing, but you can't see it, so again, your staff just hits dirt.
Exactly.
James, what's up?
Camden, realizing he's rooted, immediately pulls out his thrown shield and as a bonus action ignites it with fire. Aiming, I'm going to throw it at the one that's closest right behind, right the other side of Ava.
You're throwing your shield?
Yes.
Alright, it's going to have... its AC is going to be a little higher because it's got some cover from you.
Wait, and disadvantage.
And
Yes.
disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, fuck me, I guess.
What'd you get?
11.
11, you miss.
Okay.
You chuck your shield, it goes spinning between Ava and Thunder, and goes right past the basilisk, and starts careening over this way towards the rocks.
Well, I can't exactly move to take a swipe at this thing because it's out of range.
Cool.
I'm rooted, and I don't have that far range because I have a sword.
Yes.
So-
Yes, you are correct.
As my extra attack. Actually, you know what? It has to hit a target in order to go to a next one, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, can it hit the ground?
No, because you attempted to hit it. You don't have... you have to kind of plan it.
I know. Okay, alright, so I guess I'm gonna try and roll off the, roll out of the, restrained, yes?
Yes.
Uh,
DC... Or the Constitution saving throw, I should say.
there we go, 18.
18.
Alright. You struggle, throw your shield, and through the difficulty of moving with your muscles starting to lock up, it just goes wide. You bare your teeth and really focus, and the tightening of your muscles seems to end as you can push the effect off of yourself.
Okay. And that's the end of my turn. I can't move
End of
after
your
this.
turn.
Where the
If you wanted to
fuck
move, oh, you can't. You're restrained.
is
Right.
Leander?
Okay.
You might want to keep that handy.
A Leander.
All right, Andrew.
Okay.
You know he would just use his.
Um.
I need help though.
Now, because I don't have my short bow drawn, do I have to? Am I stuck to my rapier for this
You're
turn?
allowed a free object interaction on every turn. So that includes drawing a weapon, putting a weapon away. Those are all one action each. You can, however, for free, do this.
Ah.
I like how you take your new phone and do that.
On the carpet.
But not
It's alright,
someone
it's
else.
life proof.
Just goes through the carpet.
I'm gonna let Leah take care of the one that's running away. So I'm gonna take another swing at the one that's biting onto Ava. She needs some help.
All right. Still disadvantage?
Yeah, still disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's a 9.
9. You're sure?
Yeah. That was
Okay.
that was a 3. So.
All right. You stab again, but since you're not looking, you're just whiffing air. You're just not getting nothing.
Come on, Thunder, do something.
Anything else you want to do?
Do you get extra attack at your level?
Well, I have a bonus action.
Okay.
I don't know. What is the rule on shifting?
I believe it's a bonus action to shift.
It is a bonus action to shift, but am I stuck in my shift form, or can I just keep shifting each turn?
I think you shift and you're shifted for 1 minute.
Okay. But can I still use my rapier if I'm shifted?
I believe so. But is there any advantage to you being shifted using your rapier? I mean, it's not. I don't know how to do that. What does shifting do for you guys?
Shifting, I shift into a beast, and I get an automatic claws attack.
Right. So yeah, you could do it. Isn't there something about your HP that changes or something like that? I don't know.
That's mine. I think
I'm asking questions. I don't
My
know.
HP changes.
Possibly a dex thing, but I think the dex thing is already added. So
Let
no.
me see real quick. You gain temporary hit points equal
That's
to
right.
your level plus your con bonus. And then
Yeah.
because you're a Razor Claw, yeah, you get your unarmed strikes. You can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Right, yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shift, and I'm gonna shift into a beast, and just as I shift, swipe right through.
Your shift is your bonus action for that turn.
Oh,
you gotta
okay,
wait
so-
till the next turn to use your bonus action to attack.
Oh, okay. I
You
thought
only-
the shift was.
It's a bonus action to shift.
Then you know what? Forget about it. I'm not gonna attack. I'm not even gonna shift then.
Okay.
Yeah, don't need to.
All right.
Nova.
Nova.
So
Look at him.
Keep in mind, as of right now, it's going around this uprising right here. This is kind of like a cliff thing going up. It can still see you, and you can still see it. In 5th edition, you can see all around you at all times. So until this guy actually breaks line of sight, you are still able to see it, and it's still able to see you.
okay. Nova's actually gonna go for the one attacking Ava.
Okay.
And does he still get pack tactics?
He does still get that tactics.
We're gonna have double pack tactics in a
13.
fucking minute.
13 does not hit. Man, this guy is staying up.
Okay. Can Talia look at the one now that because like he's not looking at me now because he's running.
But I
right?
just explained.
I know, but it wasn't it you have to lock eyes with them to.
And the two of them can see each other. That's how it works. Within the fluff, yes, you're looking into each other's eyes. But as long as he's close enough, which he still is, and as long as you guys can see each other, which in 5th edition you can see all around you.
If I look at it, what kind of save do I have to make?
Constitution save.
No. So I'm gonna keep my eyes closed and just shoot at this motherfucker again.
Okay.
I just really wanted to do. Oh wait, no. I'm also gonna cast Ensnaring Strike on my arrow.
Okay.
That's a bonus action.
Okay.
If I can hit it. Wow, that's
Huh.
the same exact roll. That's 15.
barely hit.
Yeah!
Okay.
With ensnaring, jeez,
Yeah.
nice.
So,
Way to call that shot.
the next time you hit a creature with a weapon, attack before the spell ends. So now he's got like thorny things around him, right?
Something like that.
A larger creature has advantage on saving throws. Oh, he has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends.
What's the DC?
12. And I have to roll my attack anyways.
He succeeds. Remember to mark down you used a spell slot.
Yeah, I know. The vines shrivel away. So I don't even get the piercing from the vines? Or
I believe you still...
for the first one?
Let me see the card, please.
Oh.
Okay. This is a creature with an attack. This spell.
My shoulder changed. Right?
Yeah, no, he's not restrained, so he doesn't take this damage. He still takes your arrow damage.
Okay.
You still hit him.
9 piercing damage from the arrow.
My shoulder changed. Overnight.
It did. Roll a d10 for me.
Sorry, I forgot to change my shoulder.
What was it?
Okay. That's a d12.
Right.
Yeah, 9
Give me a
piercing
minute.
damage.
9.
I'll figure it out.
I drop this little shit yet.
K9!
K9,
Fuck yes, I
nice.
need that right now!
Alright. Your pauldron, you didn't notice earlier, but your pauldron is in the shape of a wolf skull right
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not Nova Skull.
now. Poison.
Shut your mouth. Again,
Alright.
I know what you're saying.
Your arrow pierces right into the back, right behind one of its pairs of hind legs, right into the joint, and it gives a shriek! Like that. But it's still moving.
It actually says
Come on, girl.
shriek. out loud.
It sounds like it says shriek.
The noises you make for these things really freak me out about sleeping with you at night.
Uh-huh. Alright.
But
Basilisk's
Nova
turn.
doesn't get the reaction this time,
Oh my
right?
god, fuck.
Since-
Oh my god, fuck.
He does. He hasn't used his reaction yet.
But would he have to use... Can he use it on the one he's fighting? Or?
It doesn't specify you have to attack the same target. It just says you're allowed
Fuck
to
it,
make a
Nova's
reaction.
gonna attack.
Which one?
The one he's been fighting, and that's definitely gonna hit, because that's a... 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Get it fucking off me.
Oh, and it rolls a natural 1 for its saving throw.
And down goes Coltrane.
Down goes Solo.
10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Bitch is not prone.
That's awesome.
Okay, stop it.
I'm enjoying Nova having his own attacks. This bitch.
That
Okay.
one's getting away.
This one disappears behind the cliff.
But I can still see him? Or
You can't
no?
see him anymore.
Arc the arrow. Just
Curve it.
Can I try that?
Skyrim.
I'm already at disadvantage.
Ow!
Right. The other basilisks, it stands up,
Oh, that's fast. Oh,
And-
yeah.
swipes for the wolf that hit it.
Miss my baby, miss my baby, miss my baby.
19.
Oh.
7 piercing. 8 poison.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Okay. It bites into Nova, crunching down. You hear a and Nova yelps and just drops. And it is now Jen's turn.
You won't get full. You'll get pack tactics. Because him. It's not a wolf who has to be there. It's just...
Ally.
But I have to be a wolf to get pack tactics.
I'm just saying if you
I
go
have
wolf.
animal instincts, but I don't have pack tactics as a person.
No, yeah, you can transform into a wolf for free because of your pauldron.
Let's free it up then. Give me that wolf.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, good luck fitting that thing in here. Bring out my child. Disgusting. huge child. I'm surprised you didn't have it handy. Yeah, James, get out of the way.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Die roll, right?
The
Just
pauldron on her shoulder, which is, again, in the form of a wolf skull, the eyes suddenly glow a vibrant, bright green, and green energy surges from the pauldron across her body, and she shifts down back into that dire wolf form you guys are familiar with.
That Talia seems to think is cute.
Of course I do.
Alright, I'm not going to lock eyes with it, but I am going to try to...
Okay.
hit it.
Written its regular attack roll. Because... No. Roll
a
one.
one.
Roll one die.
Why?
Because you don't have disadvantage. Pack
Why?
tactics cancels out the disadvantage you would have.
That's a significant improvement.
Roll another d20, please.
Not the one that rolled a 1.
That one also rolled a 1.
8.
Okay.
No
fine.
my magic.
Now roll double damage.
Let me make sure.
So it's 4d6.
Plus 3. $18 plus 3. That's a creature?
Well, yeah. What's the total damage?
18 plus 3. 21. Thank you for math.
Let her do it herself.
I can't math.
It was like my worst subject.
And what's the DC for...
13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
It rolls a natural 1!
Fucking down!
Back on the ground!
Down! Get on the ground!
James, it's your turn.
Shut down.
Alright,
Everyone ducks as your shield comes shooting back, and you catch it back onto your arm.
Alright, Camden's going to go ahead and I can move through allies, yes?
Yes, but you have to end in an unoccupied square, and you get you're moving through difficult terrain when you do so you're at half speed.
That's fine. I'm going... okay, so come here, Jeff, I want to just ask you a question. So technically right now I'm still occupying this square here, correct?
No,
But
she
we've been
shifted
pushed.
you over here.
So we've been
Yes.
pushed. Okay, so all I'm going to do is this.
You can make it. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, as
Right
Camden
there.
approaches, he's going to draw Comet Fell, slicing his sword over his gauntlet and activate his flaming right onto his sword.
Okay.
Is the sword like bloody when you activate it?
For a moment, yes.
Yeah, and then the blood
Interesting.
kind of fades into the magic.
Yep.
Okay, and
Ew.
then make that fire. And then drop it down to 50.
Alright, perfect. And Camden's going to lash out. He's going to look at it.
Okay, make a DC. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That first or the hit first?
First.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay. You look right into its eyes as you prepare to stab, and you can feel your muscles starting to lock up. Just try to stab anyway.
Okay. 18 to hit.
You hit.
Okay.
Oh, your disadvantage.
What do I have disadvantage?
Because you're restrained now.
Okay. 18 to hit.
You hit.
Are you sure?
Alright.
D8. And the D6.
It's not bad. Okay, so that's 6 fire damage and 7 slashing damage. Or silvered slashing damage.
Okay.
Total of 13.
You stab, fighting through your muscles, straight down, the blade piercing through the neck, down a little bit through the tendons. It shrieks and, starts to claw at the sword like it's trying to fight back against you, still up.
Oh, also it's prone, so it would have been negated. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
straight
you're
roll.
right. Call that shit out.
I just realized it now.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12 after I rolled an 11. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're
Whatever. What's up?
follow that now.
All right, Andrew.
Oh, can I have the ring, please?
Oh, yes. The ring.
I'm gonna move around next to Camden.
Okay.
We're just surrounding this like pro little shit.
And I'm gonna. So I realize that the not looking at it tactic's not working, so I am gonna actually have to look at it to hit it.
It is prone, so it would be negated regardless.
Sweet. So, F that guy, I said. And, and I go to hit.
Okay.
Then I should have looked away.
Yeah.
19.
That hits.
Alright.
And you get your sneak attack damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to be reminded what sneak attack damage does. Oh, that's a D8 that I need.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a choice here because it would be shitty.
I know. I love how we always know something's coming when this song comes on. We're like, shit. And Natalia is just like looking off into nowhere, and the rest of us are picking on something.
I'm debating on if I'm shooting
Okay,
at
never
that
mind.
one or getting Nova up on his feet.
Yeah, roll your damage. I was checking to see because you get that automatic crit, but that's only when something's surprised.
Right, so what does sneak attack damage add?
What does it say on your sneak?
Actually, that's right. It should say. 3d6.
Okay.
Haha, awesome. So I
Do you
have.
need more d6s?
Damn! So 1. No.
Alright, so he's got
And
money.
then, plus dex mod, so 12.
12.
12 damage. 12 piercing damage.
Okay. You stab forward with your rapier, going right for that wound that Camden just made. The tip goes in, you readjust your wrist, and slide it straight up right through it. It gives a final
Not going
and
to
collapses.
bed with you tonight. Not going to bed with you.
Dead.
Yeah.
Gross.
Wait, cut off its head.
Which is pretty impressive because technically, Cam, you were
Actually, can I see that?
you were frozen in like it kind of worked against its own advantage because it
If we
froze
wanna loot
itself.
If we want to like loot it, is that okay?
So we're fucking looting that shit.
Are you gonna take teeth or eyes? Put its eyes around your necklace so you freeze people.
I
when
want
they're
to take
around?
some of its like. Well, I want first. I want to shoot. Well, first it's Nova, right?
It is Nova's turn.
So I have to make a death saving throw.
Yes.
See if do something. Let's get advantage on something. Saving goes. Nope, not death saving.
I love fucking pack tactics.
That was pretty good.
13.
Pass.
13 is a pass.
Okay.
One success.
Keep track of them.
No. I know that. I'm just debating on if Talia is going to shoot or. Yeah, fuck it. She's gonna.
You can't see it.
No.
It's behind these
Yeah, I know.
rocks.
So like.
You're gonna guess?
Hail Mary, just the wind is going just.
No, that's not really how it is.
You're gonna
Okay.
guess that you're gonna guess that it's somewhere in that area,
Okay.
right
If you
there.
had a barrage ability,
right.
Or if I had to mark enough.
well, if you Hunter's
Can't
Mark
see
it,
it.
you still can't see it, but you'd have a better idea of where it is.
Alright, I'm just gonna go to Nova then and use Cure Wounds. It's Nova, so it's level 2. Of course it is Nova.
Alright. This guy, while you're doing that, you can hear it scattering off.
Where'd the other one go?
He's gonna tell his
Ran
friends.
This was a nest after all.
Oh well.
If it was a nest, there would have been more.
There might be.
Now.
Let's
Get
light it
its
all on
head.
fire like we did that for
Wait, get its head.
Are we still doing initiative order, guys?
At this point, no.
Okay, so can I make a roll to get out?
Make a DC. Or make it, I keep saying make a DC. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah,
All right, that was teetering on some badness right there.
18.
You're
Nothing
still
holds.
You're
Camden.
still forward in the thrust, and you pull back and slowly readjust yourself.
Nova's conscious, by the way, he's at 13.
All right, Nova shakes himself
Keep
awake.
that shit away from me.
Do I have wild
and
on?
gets up.
He's like, I did it again, guys.
It's okay,
I
baby.
did the thing again.
We need to prepare for the rest of them if they're coming. Possibly ambush them. Get to the higher ground.
Does anyone have a vial? Or some sort of bottle? And does anyone have a big bag?
No.
Camden. No. Leander does.
I have a bag of holding.
Eh,
Yeah, you're not putting that in there.
eh.
We take just the whole basilisk and just shove it in there.
I think I got something in here. Ah.
It would like rot in there.
Can I put liquid in the alchemy jug?
That's an excellent question.
We'd forget it was in there. It would rot. Make your bags.
What do you think I'm putting in there?
No, I meant like if we put the entire thing in the bag,
The basilisk's penis.
the whole thing, it would rot in the bag. 'Cause
Well,
we'd
are they
forget about it.
impressive? Do basilisks have impressive?
You'd have to check the cloaca.
Oh,
Do I
God,
know what
is
we need
that?
to turn anything
Nature.
back from stone?
Don't ask. We might have more coming. That one ran off towards the cave, possibly. Get to the higher ground. Camden starts moving.
So we have to leave the road.
I want to get something from it to help us if we get turned
It
to
does
stone.
not specify. I would say once you dump out all of the water, because it makes like
12 gallons.
a lot of water. Dump out all that water. I would let you put some shit.
Do
in
I
there.
know what I need to like save people from getting turned to
Weren't
stone?
you the one that told us?
I
that
know.
something
I know
has-
it's something inside
You
it.
have an idea? I'll allow you to make.
Another roll where I'm like,
I'll allow you to make
What?
a. Let me check something really quick.
General wolf.
Well, it's not gonna pop out of my fur. I'm just trying to think if I have something about this.
I just imagine just... Bah! A vial just comes out.
Not a vial. I thought I had a book about it, but I don't.
I have a skinning knife.
No, I thought I had a book about like cures and things like that, but I don't.
Well, I got plenty of knives.
Who wants to keep its head?
I don't want it.
For what?
The bounty.
I can't have it.
We can deal with the bounty after they're all dead.
Yeah, we get money per head.
And we can start lopping off heads when they're all dead.
Look, if your
Alright.
friend is frozen, we need something from this thing to make her unfrozen.
And I'm going to warn
So
you right
can
now,
Wait 2
the
freaking
rest of them
seconds.
might be all coming around the corner.
It'll take you 1d6 minutes, at the end of which you'll have to make a nature check, which I'm going to put you at disadvantage because you're not exactly sure what you want.
If you want to go ahead, I'm gonna. We need this.
Then we hold position here.
4.
Wait, I have advantage. It's monstrosity. Does it count?
I'll give it to you. What was the other roll?
I didn't roll anything.
It was disadvantaged.
Oh. That was just for the 1d6, or did you do that?
Oh! You rolled a 1d6 for 4 minutes?
1d6 minutes. 4
Oh,
minutes.
well, you just kind of rolled and then said, shit, 4, so I didn't know what you were doing.
Sorry, and then for a nature check?
Yes.
With disadvantage, so would it be normal then?
I'll give you a normal nature check since monstrosities are your favored. Ooh,
20.
this is exactly what you need. After 4 minutes of time passes, you working carefully with your knife, cutting into it, you find, essentially, its gullet.
Oh.
And within is a sort of slightly blue-greenish viscous liquid that, you think this might be it. You're able to pour a bunch of it into the alchemy jug and stopper it.
Okay.
You think, however this works, it would need refinement of some kind. You can't just pour it over someone.
Okay.
It's going to take, an alchemist or someone needs to do work with this.
Can you ask the alchemy jug for it?
No, it wouldn't work that way. The alchemy jug has a finite set of things it can make. An alchemist, by the way, referring to like a potion maker, not a
You brought Sharon Tucker into this. I don't know.
Sean Trekkie.
How long would it take me to cut its head off too while I was doing this?
Roll another d6 for me.
What if I just have him with his sword cut it off?
Roll a d6 for me. It'll take you that same amount of time.
You'd think his sword would be like...
Although I'm going to argue you can't successfully delicately harvest this stuff
Oh, I'm not...
while he's chopping its head off next to you.
In this time, I'd actually like to climb the ridge and inspect the
Alright,
area.
Okay.
are you not cutting it off then? Okay, we're gonna leave the head, I guess.
We can collect the loot later.
It's not a very high thing, so you get up here without too much issue. As you crest over it and you look out, you can see what appears to be a large entrance into a cave formation leading into the side of, there's sort of a cliff face right here as well.
Cool, claustrophobia.
I've got a cave entrance over here. None of them have come pouring out yet. We have time. Talia, do your work quickly.
Okay.
4 minutes past, you're able to get the stuff into the alchemy jug, and you're good.
Okay.
Do you go over and chop the head off?
Yeah, and then I come back in.
Alright. Make a strength check for me.
Huh.
20.
Alright.
It's just reminded me of...
You take a second,
Oh, by the way, flaming sword too. It'll cauterize.
brace your foot against its body to roll its head into a better position. Drop your shield, two-handed. One swift strike, slicing right through the bone and tendons.
That took 4 minutes.
That reminds me of a part in Game of
Yes.
Thrones.
It takes some time to set up and everything.
That reminds me of...
I can't cast that yet.
That reminds me of a part in Game of Thrones, like early in the first season.
Yes,
where they try
I
to
know.
do that, and they fuck it up, and so the person ends up going through pain.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
yes,
it sucks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Camden, fucking ass.
Hang on. Are we going in there?
Well, it kind of sounds like our only option if this is in fact, the bounty we took.
Do we want to attempt to be stealthy about it?
Yes.
That's no issue.
Okay, well, I'm still
You're a
gonna
cat.
cast... I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Where are you putting the head? I'm asking that question.
I'm assuming you have the bag of holding. Because I've worked with you now.
I hate you. Give me 1 second.
Just wear it as a hat.
Ew! That's how you sneak in.
I need a new hat. This is my hat now.
Hello, fellow basilisks. I too am a basilisk.
Hang
I
on.
am a master of disguise!
Hang on. Do you have a bag?
I don't.
You guys don't. You guys have backpacks.
Yeah, I have an explorer's pack.
I mean,
that's it.
I don't right now.
Will a basilisk's head fit in a backpack?
Camden takes out a robe, and he rolls the head up into it, and then puts it into his bag of holding.
All right, there we
Oh,
go.
Camden.
Okay.
Making his
Looks like I'm
clothes
sleeping in
gross.
my armor tonight.
Okay.
Ew.
Alright, so yeah, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Okay.
So whatever you roll for stealth, you can add 10 to it.
You
Yeah.
have to stay within 15 feet of you, I think, or something like that.
I don't even think I need to roll for that. I think I just automatically pass everything. Forever.
It's versus their perception.
Within 30 feet of us.
Okay.
Within 30 feet of
So as
me.
long as you stay
Oh,
within
yeah,
30
that's
feet of Talia,
I mean, you can't auto-fail...
as you cast this spell,
you can't auto-fail
you
a
almost
check.
feel like a lot of the dirt sort of rises up around you guys, sort of masking your presence a little bit. And you carry that around with you as you guys move.
So should we make stealth rolls as we get closer?
I would say yes.
So yeah, you guys add 10 to whatever you roll. Are you gone?
I vanish.
Shit! Disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh!
Still at 10.
Yep.
Wait, who has disadvantage?
He has the type of armor that's at disadvantage.
16.
8 plus 10, 18.
Nova has 19.
You're making me do really crazy math.
I'm gone with you.
Yeah, why?
Oh, you look kind of like stressed.
No, this chair is like... makes all these noises when I move, so
Okay.
I was like careful to
This
move.
one does too. No, you just looked kind of
Amy, you
stressed.
got a 16, you said?
16.
16 total.
16.
Plus that's what's plus
16.
18.
18.
36.
You fade from the timeline.
34!
You also fade from the timeline, but people keep finding traces of your existence, and it's causing a lot of complications.
No, not 19.
Okay. Total?
Yeah.
Man, you guys roll. It's like this is why Path Without Trace is great. You roll sub 10, and you still get like a 15.
I rolled a 4.
I default 19. Just with path, without a trace. I
had 24 without it.
This is what I'm doing right now in the cave entrances. Oh, this is complicated.
It's a cave.
Talia, figure out how to get through here. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, let's go.
Is it like a pile of rocks? Like, what is that shit?
Pile of rocks.
Thanks, James.
Is he so helpful?
He's so
That's what you
helpful
asked.
today.
Is it a pile of rocks? Yes. Yes, it is. And then I get a fuck you from everybody.
You're a pile of rocks.
How dare I confirm what
I
you
loved
asked?
your comment, though.
Which
I'm
one's the
still, I'm
pheromone?
still,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I still can't get over that.
It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, Talia flirts with
I'm
him.
so-
I don't know if he flirts with Talia.
I'm telling you, I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's just...
You're such a nerd.
Yeah, I know.
We're all
Runs an
nerds.
anime podcast.
I was being funny.
That's why we play Dungeons and Dragons.
No, Jeff, nerds are smart.
Geeks are smart.
My
Nerds are smart.
my sister's trying to listen to this,
And
I
they like
guess.
anime.
And she just tells me she hears a lot of things and doesn't really know what's going on. She's like, can you explain it to me? And I'm like, basically we throw dice at each other until somebody does something.
Geeks are like fandom. Nerds are like, I can take your computer apart and understand what all the computer parts do.
I flip that.
Really?
I think geeks are what the take computer parts are. Like, geek is book smart, nerds are like street smart.
No, that's
No.
completely the opposite.
No,
Nerds
it's-
are book smart.
No, I have it opposite to that.
I disagree with you.
Jeff?
Most
I
of the
disagree
internet
with
disagrees.
you!
Yeah, I'm with nerds can like
Jeff?
take apart a computer.
Yes.
Hey Siri! What's the difference between nerds and geeks?
Rhett and Link did a whole special about it.
It's true.
Okay, give me a moment. Okay, I found this on the web for what's the difference between nerds and geeks.
I just
Jeff,
want you to...
Jeff is magically both worlds.
What?
He can rip apart a computer, he's book smart, and he's a total
Babe.
that too.
Sexy hot.
Oh yeah.
You're a hot tea.
Alright.
Ha!
You guys start walking into the cave.
James looks so
It's
stupid.
pretty dark.
What?
Pretty dark.
James' eyebrows looked really concerned when you said we start walking the
Nerds
cave.
are about academics and being really smart. Geeks are about, like, they're this stuff.
Confirms who.
It's just the general consensus, man.
No way.
Yes.
Spark notes.
And then there are dorks, which are like the
Great.
pocket protectors, like glasses.
Okay,
No,
let's,
no,
let's,
those
let's
are
finish
nerds.
this.
Dorks are no affiliation.
Dark's an association of nerds. Okay.
Let's debate about
Let
this
us
for
know,
2 more
guys.
hours.
Let us know. Whoever's listening.
As you start heading into this cave, you're
Cameron's gonna
noticing.
activate flame on his shield.
Yes, you got a little bit of light with your sword and shield, giving you some flames.
Aren't you stealthing, though?
You already rolled for disadvantage, so you rolled for disadvantage. Don't worry about it. Stop asking. Stop saying things.
Okay.
Fuck me then, whatever.
You can notice as you walk down the occasional bits and pieces of what look like various statues set up around, like mostly decayed, destroyed, chewed away at. You can see bite marks across them. This is just a pair of legs. This is like a leg with what looks like an arm laying off to the side. And as you move in deeper, you see congregated around here 3 basilisks, one of which looks extremely injured. I'm going to stick you guys like right here. A couple of arrows sticking out of it. The further in you go, the more the statues seem to have more form to them. This one appears to be a middle-aged man, maybe a lumberjack of some kind. He's missing both of his arms and a large chunk of his torso, but you can still see his head. and the sort of clothing he would have been wearing at the time. Further in here, you have two basilisks munching on another statue, just kind of pulling the stone apart. And way in the back, her arms raised in a strike, you recognize a perfectly formed statue of Reyna. One of her arms missing.
Oh! Oh! She's gonna kill me!
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Maybe before we bring her back to life, we should gut them and see if we can find the stone arm.
Yeah, maybe! Might be
I don't know,
nice.
does Leander have mending?
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Leander can fix
Maybe. Whoa, wait a second, maybe.
I've got some Gorilla Glue.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold it here on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! It's formed like onto her back. Ah!
You guys are horrible people.
It's Reyna's fault from turning to stone.
Yeah, like fucking don't do that.
What a bitch.
Bobby. Leave it to Blondo to just fuck that up.
Alright, well, Andrew, I hope you had fun with this session.
Of course I did. Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Maybe we'll have you by for the next session,
You're fucking
I
better.
think we should.
so we can, keep this whole story going.
I like animal friends.
I don't know what to say right now.
Well, we can just say goodbye, everybody.
We could just say goodbye, everybody.
Good
It just
night.
seems so anticlimactic.
Tell
I
us.
mean, we can fight if you, but we need to go to bed.
Tell us what you think the difference is between geek, nerd, and dork.
Yeah.
Seriously.
On our Facebook page.
On our
right now.
Facebook page and on Twitter.
No
You
Instagram.
can do it on the blog form.
No
the blog
Instagram.
comments.
Hashtag one arm.
If you
It's
think
it's her left arm that appears to be missing. Her right arm is still raised in a straight.
Hashtag left arm. Hashtag left shark.
Ugh.
Left shark.
Sorry.
Alright, well, we're all clearly delirious.
Hashtag close enough.
So, good night, everybody, until we'll see you next time.
Good night.
okay, bye.